Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Fuck me, I'm looking in the mirror, so foggy, but I've never seen clearer. I don't really think anyone can save me, and honestly I'm not really sure I want saving. I like to be my own worst enemy. There's no risk if you don't try at anything, so I'ma just keep buying everything. See you in the next life, have to be a better me. I don't think that my head's on straight, gotta flip it and grip it and go and get an x-ray. What's wrong with me? I just feel weight pushing on my chest and it squeezes till I suffocate. Better change my mindset, meditate. It's pretty cool that I'm alive and have better days. I could walk, see, hear, I should celebrate. Think I could change my mind, maybe elevate. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. I'm kinda stuck between a rock and a hard place. Do I work hard or live at my pace? You're only young once, yeah that's all great, but I also want a future where I'm okay. Living life is doing lots of cocaine. Wait no, it's living with no shame. Wait no, it's sleeping in on Sundays. I guess it's different for each of us and that's okay. Well I just wanna be happy, how to get there? Glad that you asked me. I think it's different for everyone. Some of us need work, others need fun. Some of us need purpose to overcome. But try to do what you love when it's said and done. Cause there's so many differences in each of us. Trust your gut, it can show you what you want. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I got all this potential that's deep inside of me, but they hate when you're successful cause they try to be. They sit there being judgmental because you're trying things, and they just want you to settle and do the right thing. So get a good job, don't slack off. Wake up every morning, make a good impression on your boss. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do, and when you're making money, make sure you don't spend it too soon. Fuck that, I'll do what I wanna do. I got a different path from everyone and that includes you. Who are you to tell me how to live life? In these times it feels like nobody's right, yeah. So I'ma figure out what else we succeed, and then invest all of my time into that and proceed. I need whatever the hell could make me happy, and I don't think you have a clue what could that be. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I think this life could be special if I get rid of the devils. They think that I am a rebel, I think they want me to settle. There's nobody on my level. They think that work is too stressful, I think that work is essential. The grind is all in your mental, and I don't think you understand what I'll go through just to be in control of my life soon. All the negativity, man, I'm immune. I don't really need a mask with all I've been through. I've been making changes for the ages. 5-10 year plans are contagious. I attack that shit, I'm tenacious. And if you ain't, get the fuck out of my way then. Got one life, I won't regret it. I will fight until I get it. I'll look back one day from heaven and say, damn, I learned some lessons. And say, damn, I have no questions. I had fun in every second, and the journey was a blessing, yeah. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing.
Hello. Salpranos. Salpranos. Good evening. I don't even know what time it is. Yeah. Well, if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Don Katzdon, your favorite man-pig mafioso, the capo of content, and the unfortunate guy who has to graduate at the end of the month. But before then, we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna have a good time, and I'll still be around if I'm just in a different name. Yes. Yes, that will be correct. I am. You know, what was funny was I have thought up several different things, and I had a whole spiel for you when I was half awake last night, and I was like, I should write that down, and now I'm like, I can't remember it. I can't remember it all. This is the reason why it was something funny too. It was the demonstrably down bad dizzy lover of Gorslab. But it was a little more illiterate. It was a little more illiterate. I was like, oh, that was really good. I'm like, I can, I'll remember that later. Not even a little bit. No. I remember like the first like 3 parts, and it was during an 11-hour stream too. So. See, I on Mondays I do manly Monday streams, which is we stream till I can't think no more, which is usually about 6-7 hours, but I don't know what it was. Yet. Oh, well. Description. There you go. Hello, Tail. How you doing today? Tail's in mine for Tail's in mine. I don't know about yours. second. Demon. One second. I'm being told my audio is wrong. Un momento. See? Let's see here. I see the problem. Okay. I need...
Zatsu's, when I talked about doing like a cryptid tier list. We went over this. We didn't. Don is a bit quiet. I'll turn him up just a smidgen more. But in one of my previous Zatsu's, we sort of looked over this this list of cryptids, right? We looked over this list, and well, we're going through that list today, and I don't think we're going to get through it because there is a ton of cryptids. I don't know how many there are on the list. Yeah, it's a big list, but we sort of went over it when I was looking for another cryptid tier list in my Zatsu, and it has, apparently there's 304 images, so there's 304 cryptids here. Some of them I am very not familiar with, which despite me knowing quite a few cryptids, some that people haven't even heard of, like the Snallygaster, there are even ones that I am unfamiliar with. Look, there's a Snallygaster right here. Snallygaster is right here.
You don't know about the airborne frogman?
I know about the frogman. I know about the frogman, but I don't know about the airborne one. I know about the Loveland frogman. I know about that guy, but not the airborne one. Do yokai count as cryptids?
Yes.
I think that depends.
Yes.
Yes, you would say yes?
Yes.
Maybe yes.
There's a lot of cross-pollination there, but yes.
That makes sense. So, shall we begin? Are you ready to begin, Dawn? Are you ready?
I believe I'm ready. Tail, are we good on volume? Can you hear him? All right, we're good.
Oh yeah, Den is sort of also about cryptids too. So you know what? Something we didn't discuss is how are we going to rank these cryptids? Like, what is our ranking?
Let's go with vibes, general lore, and I guess design or artwork.
Okay. Well, first we have the ever classic Sasquatch, Bigfoot himself.
Yeah. I threw him all the way to the bottom because I didn't want to deal with him.
Really? You threw him in D. You threw him in D for Bigfoot.
Listen, Bigfoot has been ruined by a TV show and a movie. Harry and the Hendersons.
Oh, Harry and the Hendersons. That's right. But which TV show? Like, I think there's a lot of. There's
a Harry and the Hendersons TV show spin-off series.
I know about Harry and the Hendersons. I don't think I've ever watched it. I just know about the picture and the memes.
Yep.
So I've never seen it. Most of it I know is from those Sasquatch catcher shows, which apparently I've watched Bob Gilman, and he's like, no, people like he hates them as well because they over sensationalize everything, and don't actually treat it with a lot of like respect, or they do it as least respectful as possible. It's sensationalized, which you could say that's are you okay?
I'm good.
The dog has a cough.
I'm good.
All right.
Little water with
Where's the bobbin? Oh no. Oh no.
Hey, Zine.
Fizzy?
No, Zine. Hey, Zine. How you doing, Zine? Sorry, I can't talk. But.
Oh no.
We're good. Okay.
We're good.
Yeah, just gotta force the air out. Oh, whew, wow.
Oh no. Well, I'm glad. Okay.
But yeah, but my feelings on Bigfoot is it has been so sensationalized, so disrespected, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
That it's just not. everyone knows a Bigfoot, but everyone, it's not I think the last big Bigfoot fighting was 2023 in New York.
Wait,
and it
really?
was like, yeah, 2023 in New York, and it was a New York suburb, and I'm like, okay, you're not even trying anymore.
I mean, Bigfoot is sort of the vanilla of, vanilla ice cream. Not vanilla as in that other way degenerates think, but auxiliary welcome. Bigfoot is likely an escaped mandrill with subdued colors. Everyone asks where Bigfoot is, but now not how Bigfoot is. Also, if we're gonna, the problem with adding Bigfoot is because there's a lot of ape men on this list. Like we've got the Yeti right after. We've got
Howling Island.
And we've
monkey.
got the Yowie. We got the Yowie.
You have
there's
Sea
a lot
Squatch,
here.
Bat Squatch.
I mean, I like Bigfoot, but is this a smash or pass? No, this is a tier list on how neat we think they are, on how we think we need them. Yeah, Bigfoot, Bigfoots. I watch his vlogs all the time. I forgot about those AI Bigfoot vlogs.
Oh,
I forgot
those were
about
good.
those.
Those were good.
Those are
Again, just disrespectful.
Yeah, ape strong together, ape indeed strong together. Maybe one day I'll have an ape form. I don't know, but I'm gonna put. You're putting Bigfoot in D. I'm gonna put Bigfoot in. I'm gonna put Bigfoot in C.
Okay.
He's just a staple, and I have a soft spot for Bob Gilman videos, and he's the American cryptid. He's got he's got lore going back all the way to, as far as to several different tribes in the Pacific Northwest and others before the Europeans ever set foot. As far as I remember, my knowledge might be outdated, of course, but D, are you a hairless Bigfoot? No, I'm not. I'm very much. I'm a monstrosity. We've been over this. Next, we got
He's
a
a
Yeti.
very hairy Bigfoot. Got it. Okay. What?
Okay, you're not one to talk about. You're not one to talk about hair, Pigman. Okay.
This is true.
Next we got the Yeti.
Let's just skip over the Yeti. It's the same slice as Bigfoot, but it's just
Himalayan.
yeah. It's just Chinese big. It's Temu Bigfoot. Okay.
Timo Bigfoot. I don't know. I wonder which one is older. The Yeti, ice type Bigfoot. Actually, one of my favorite Pokemon is Obama Snow. So
Alola Island Bigfoot.
Alola. Wait, isn't there? I thought there was a. I'm putting the Yeti in B just because I think the Yeti's kind of mystical, more mystical than Bigfoot. But yeah, we're getting a lot of. They're overrepresented. Yeti has more evidence. Yeah. I mean, who knows? There's a lot of stuff goes on in the Himalayas, so it's not just Mount Everest, but a whole bunch of different stuff. So, all right, next we got, of course, the Loch Ness Monster.
Where did I put that? I threw that one somewhere. There it is, Loch Ness Monster. So Loch Ness Monster is a personal favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was probably the very first cryptid I'd ever read about as a kid. I thought it was really cool, and because when you were a small boy who loves dinosaurs.
Yes. Even here among the peripheral worlds, among Dark Lordlings, I was dinosaurs. So
yeah, so that yes. One I'd probably throw in C just because I love the Loch Ness Monster. Personally though, it doesn't get enough play as it should.
I mean, I feel like Nessie's kind of died down, especially since I think they've fully mapped out Loch Ness.
I mean, they've. Do you know there's a series of underground tunnels in the state of New Jersey in the that lead all the way down to the islands in the Bahamas that then lead all the way down to Colombia?
Is Hollow Earth real? Is Hollow Earth real?
So when people tell me, well, we've mapped it, I go, yeah, but you also found a bunch of buried in tunnels. What does that mean?
Yeah, wait. Is there a whole bunch of cat tunnels in Loch Ness?
there's a bunch of like destroyed tunnels that like fell in on themselves, and I'm like, when did they fall in? Was it before or after Nessie sightings went down?
Okay, but what is called, like, were these tunnels caused by natural water
things.
or?
It's I believe they were originally natural lava plume tunnels, but I couldn't tell you.
Do they know where the tunnels lead? Like, do they lead to like Morocco or something?
No, not these at least. They don't. They haven't mapped the ones in Loch Ness because it's all rubble and they'd have to go through, and they don't want to. You start messing with a waterways structure, and it starts bringing the ground in.
Oh, okay. So even if Nessie isn't real, which I'm not saying one way or another, now because I've been given new evidence regarding sea tunnels. Who knows? Who knows? But there's a possibility, but also, I mean, when was the last Nessie sighting? When was that?
I don't know. It was maybe the 90s. It's been a long time.
It's been a while. I mean,
a long time.
Who knows? Who knows? What about Krakens and the real cryptids? Sean, I see you asking about a bunch of different cryptids. Don't worry, there's a whole bunch of cryptids we're going to go through. So you'll get the time. Well, hopefully there's 304, so hopefully we'll get as many as possible. But now you're gonna say Sharkman isn't real. I don't know about Sharkman, but I do know. What's it called? It's the one in the Bahamas that is one about blue hole, like with blue holes. They're called like the name that translates to shark octopus, and they seem to be tied to perhaps different people.
The Sharktopus?
No, it's not called. I mean, it's called like a shark octopus or an octopus shark, but it's got a specific name. It's not Sharktopus, but it has like a Bahamian lore name. So I'm gonna put Nessie in. Ooh, I mean, we made a good argument. I'm gonna put Nessie in B. I'm gonna put Nessie in B.
Okay.
Put Nessie in B. Next we have the Mothman. Mothman, I love Mothman. Mothman has such interesting lore.
He does have interesting lore. My only problem with Mothman is he's one of those cryptids who's a whore. He just goes all over the United States. Much like Bigfoot.
Wait, how does that make a whore? Are we just labeling people? Usually whores have a very specific naming convention, okay? Are you saying that Mothman is a geographical whore? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, he just travels all around the United States, from the East Coast to the Midwest and then back again.
Doesn't sound like a whore. He sounds like a just like, maybe a tourist or something. Maybe he's just.
My problem with Mothman is he's an absolute whore. And like I told you before we started this, I do like panels on cryptids, and I talk about local lore cryptids all the time, and 20 different states will tell me, why don't you talk about Mothman? I'm like, because Mothman's a whore. Like, well, I'm gonna put
Mothman in S tier because, believe it or not, even though it's a poorly rated movie, I like the Mothman Prophecies movie. I like that Mothman is more mysterious about, like, is he causing these disasters, or is he a harbinger? No, is he a guardian angel, or
absolutely?
Maybe he's a lost monster.
The Mothman lore is great. It's great to overall have. You have lots of discussions. I can't talk about the origins of the Mothman without getting you demonetized, so I'm not going to do that. But it involves a very gruesome incident with a woman, and then the Mothman suddenly appeared afterwards.
Oh.
Yeah, but
I was going to say that some of these cryptids might be from the peripheral worlds. They may be monsters that come from where I sort of reside. Maybe, possibly. Mothman might be one of them. Mothman's cool. I would trust Mothman. I trust Mothman to like, if I saw a Mothman, it'd be like, oh no, something bad is going to happen. I think Mothman's a bro. I think why he doesn't just tell people, it's probably because he is, Mothman. He's scary, but I'm putting Mothman in S tier. I love Mothman. I will rep for Mothman.
Tail says the Oshi horror would like a Mothman.
Oh, you should. You get Tail. You better get in this chat, so I can. What will I do to you? No, I won't do anything to you yet, because I'm still working on schemes and plans of how I will one day have my vengeance on you, especially. You're revealing the family tree, boss? No, I'm not. Plus, I have a family tree. It's more like a forest. Anyways, we got the Flatlands monster next.
Do you know anything about the Flatlands monster?
I don't remember the entire story. I know the It's been a while since I've heard the legend of the Flatwoods monster, not Flatlands. Flatwoods monster. I know that the not Ocarina of Time. Majora's Mask. There's a Majora's Mask quest that makes reference to them.
Yeah, I
know
saw that.
It's one of those things where people say it's an owl. So
yeah, it's so the Flatwoods monster, or the Phantom of Flatwoods, is a West Virginia cryptid.
I'll go to West Virginia.
It's from Braxton County, West Virginia.
Okay, you're jogging my memory. If
I remember correctly, it was two brothers and their friend saw a big bright object in the sky, and it landed on the property of a local farmer. When the four of them went back to their mom to talk about it, the group then went to the hill to go and see what was going on, and they just saw this pulsing red light and like a man-like figure with a red face surrounded by a pointy wooded hat of some kind, or wooded head of some kind.
Oh no, it's space gnomes. Not
Pretty
space
much.
gnomes. I hate space gnomes. I hate space gnomes.
You know,
I'm putting them in D for space gnomes. I'm putting them in D's for.
How do you feel about space dwarves? I'm putting him in
Space
C.
dwarves are cool. Space gnomes cannot be trusted.
Space gnomes.
No, gnomes can be funny. Gnomes can be funny and trusted. Space gnomes are a different story. Okay. Trust me, I've had to deal. You know, being the sort of the creature that I am where I live, I've had encounters with space gnomes. They are not. They despite them being called gnomes, they are not necessarily related to gnomes. They are not exactly fae folk. They are aliens, but they are the worst. They are the worst. I don't even want to get into detail about what they've done. Mainly because it annoys me. Mainly because it brings me no happiness to talk about space gnomes. It raises my cortisol levels. It raises cortisol levels.
So you're not gonna like the next cryptid then?
Oh, the Hopkinsville Goblin? I know about these guys.
Okay.
I know about these guys.
Space goblins.
The space goblins. Space goblins, I like space goblins. It's space gnomes, okay? You can't trust space gnomes. Okay? Space goblins, you know what they're about. You know what they're about. Space gnomes are devious. Space gnomes are very, very, very devious. They are very, very, very cunning. They have some sort of, fey moods like regular gnomes, but there's the space gnomes. I can't tell you. I can't. Your minds wouldn't be able to handle it. What these space gnomes get up to.
It's the foot thing, isn't it?
Moving on to the Hopkinsville Goblin. I've always been fascinated by the Hopkinsville Goblin. It is such a fascinating story. If I'm remembering the same goblin, because the story of the sort of skeptic account that I've seen, is, here's the thing, it's not that I wouldn't just because something is, there's a skeptical account, I'm not saying you should automatically buy what happened, but when the skeptic account leaves more details to be desired, like leaves more holes than what actually happened, then I'm skeptical of the skeptic account, where it seems like things are just like certain details are swept under the rug or not addressed. I'm starting to, it makes it less believable. Hey D, all cryptids are reed and I'm one of them. Also Distant, hello, welcome. Yeah, we're doing cryptids, but Beastie, welcome. The Hopkinsville Goblin story is really interesting because there's certain details that apparently it was like, oh, it was just a bunch of drunk guys shooting at barn owls. When, from what I've read and from the accounts given, now granted, maybe I was looking on the wrong account, but from what I've read, the family, like the mother did not drink. She discouraged drinking. And also, as far as I know, they didn't find any evidence of owls. They found evidence of shooting going on, which is interesting. But they didn't find any owls. And listen, I know it's hard to hit an owl, and they're very stealthy, and they can move quite quickly, quite silently.
Owls lose feathers like nothing, like no tomorrow.
Yeah, and also, like, there is, like, again, it's also the fact that these are people who live out in the country, out in the boonies. They would probably recognize an owl when they saw an owl, right?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't take into account, like, it's like, oh, they're a bunch of drunk hillbillies, and it's like, people underestimate, like, the type of animals that they like. I think people really underestimate, like, they think some people who lives out in the boonies, they're like, oh, they're just dumb and they don't know anything. But you have to understand the animals, the flora and fauna when you're out there. Like, so it's really strange to me that, like, this is what I mean by the skeptic account. All of the details seem like they were hand waved, and the family left. You know, now you could argue the family left. You could argue the family left because they thought they were gonna get caught or something, but. Again, the mother brought the kids along, and she reported if it were just her husband's being drunk, you know, would she not have said that? Like, there's a lot of the story, like, is very strange, and the goblins themselves are also sorry, bringing into account, owls don't, like, there was, from what I remember from the account of the Hopkinsville Goblin, there was multiple of these goblins, and if they were owls, first off, owls are pretty solitary creatures except when they're mating, as far as my owl knowledge goes. Any owl. Now you could say, oh, they thought there was more than one, but again, if people are familiar with owls, like, they would recognize an owl, and they wouldn't go to the police over an owl. I think, you know.
Yep. And
the whole story is incredibly strange, but it's fascinating. It's fascinating. But I'm gonna put the Hopkinsville Goblin. Unless do you have anything you want to?
I lost you.
You lost me.
There we go. Okay.
You lost me.
You're back. Okay.
I'm back.
I'm going to put the Hopkinsville Goblin in B, because it's a very interesting story, and the fact is, at the end of it all, the cops came back to investigate the following day, and the neighbors were like, yeah, no, they left.
Mm-hmm.
But the house was like empty. I go, what? They just went home in the middle of the night, packed up everything, and left in less than a day? That's insane.
Yeah, something scared them. And the fact that the neighbors didn't say anything, and again, they didn't find any. The reason owls would probably get upset about this whole thing is because, you know, someone was attacking, like, you know, it could have been a pair protecting their nest, but then either the police didn't do a good enough job, but they would have found, you know, feathers of some kind, or like
something.
Yeah, and I'd have to look and see where, because they did find bullet holes, and where they found them, and that's also something interesting, because if there's bullet holes, depending on where they found them, if there was any on the ground, there was I wouldn't think that the owls would land. Do you think, like, if they were attacking? Well, I guess maybe to catch their breath, but I'm putting Hopkinsville Goblin in A because it's such a fascinating story. It's such a fascinating story, and they're such an interesting. Space goblins are interesting.
Yep. Next one, the Jersey Devil.
The Jersey Devil.
Do you know about the Jersey Devil?
Oh, I know about the Jersey Devil. I know about the Jersey Devil.
The Jersey Devil has the longest history I can think of out of most cryptids as a local cryptid, not even as like a one of the international ones like Bigfoot and the Yeti. This is a local one that goes all the way back to the Revolutionary War, pre-Revolutionary War.
Oh, I think I remember this one.
Yep.
Sean, to answer your question, is this from just America? No, this is all over the world. This is globally. And Sean, same with the indigenous tribes. They know what different animals look like. They would know, like people who lived, especially out in the wild, where they, would encounter these animals. Yeah, I tend not to dismiss them. Because they live, they live out there, and they would certain creatures look like, especially if you're trying to survive. So. Yep.
So the Jersey Devil. There's a lot of different parts to it. The one that I like the most is the one that the Jersey Devil is the end result of a curse to a blasphemer, a former Catholic who started blaspheming and made his own atlas against the same one as not Thomas Jefferson. Who was the guy who looked like MILFs? What was it? Benjamin Franklin.
Oh yeah, Ben Franklin was in the MILFs, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was in the MILFs. He was a hag lover, okay?
He was a hag lover.
But he started saying terrible things about him, and then then the church was like, calm down, relax. And then he started blaspheming on the church. And then one of his children came out with a prehensile tail and wings, and apparently he was cursed. And what's funny is the family still owns that same house and land, supposedly. It's all the way down South Jersey along the shore. They still own that entire land.
Jersey Shore?
Yep.
Jersey Shore and the Jersey Devil. Why has that not been a crossover?
And then, yes, Tail, I know it's you. And the, but then the real important part is that the Jersey Devil ended up getting its way into the New Jersey Pine Barrens, which it's hard to describe the New Jersey Pine Barrens if you've never been in it, but it's like a big forest where all the trees are too high to see leaves in front of you, but because they're all pine trees, all the floor is full of pine needles. So it looks like a barren, kind of wasteland with just trees everywhere.
Oh,
it's a really weird aesthetic, but because of this, you can't really see the sky when you're in it, and there's usually birds and things above you. Occasionally a bobcat.
Such a cool name too, Pine Barren as well. I think you're jogging my memory. I think I've heard of the Pine Barren, but I never looked into it deeply. I remember. But that's the Jersey Devil has, as far as I remember from my tale. Sean is asking if you know about the Banshee. We'll get to the Banshee. I think the Banshee might be on here, but
it's on here somewhere.
Yeah. But the Jersey Devil, as far as I know, at least the story I remember, although it might be another cryptid with the name Devil that I'm remembering. The thing about the Jersey Devil is that, according to the story I had, that there was a woman who had a bunch of children.
Yep.
And she was going I don't know if she made a deal with the devil or if she was cursed somehow, and then one of her children was born as a goat.
Yep. That's the other story that is told. But I like going with the one that because again the family still owns the land in New Jersey. So I'm like,
that makes
sense. The folklore one, which is I think it was used in a movie, I think. Where the woman cursed her unborn child, so because it was her 13th child. To
very great horned rat core.
And then again, what's really interesting about the Jersey Devil is there are accounts of a creature helping out destroying Hessian soldiers during the Revolutionary War, and I'm like, that's the Jersey Devil. That's the Jersey Devil because he's doing it.
Patriot. The Jersey Devil is a patriot. You know what? I'll put Jersey Devil in A for being a patriot.
I put him in S because he's a personal favorite, and I think he's still alive to this day because again, there's this weird tunnel system that connects New Jersey to Columbia.
So how did they know? Did they personally explore this tunnel?
So you know how they made this new sonar system to check out underneath parts of the world?
Yes.
Okay, so they started I think they started somewhere in like New York, and they ended up coming down to New Jersey, and they found this tunnel system. So they started sonar blasting it, and they kept following it, and they ended up having to get water boats and stuff because they ended up in the middle of the ocean. They're like, okay, this just keeps going. Ended up somewhere in the Bahamas, and then it ended up finally in in Colombia. And I was like, there's a network of tunnels that leads all the way to Colombia. It just keeps going.
Is there more tunnels?
Oh, there's more tunnels, but that's as far as they got with the current technology.
Okay, I'm starting to think Hollow Earth is actually becoming more and more real. Like someone maybe not the way it was envisioned, but like
that uncanny valley thing is real, man. There's the reason we go, that's not human.
Yeah. Next we got the good old El Chupacabra. I remember my friend of mine, a monstrous friend, growing up telling me about El Chupacabra. And I thought he was just native to Puerto Rico. I thought he was just a Puerto Rican thing. Apparently he's Mexican too.
I thought he was Mexican.
No, I know him from being Puerto Rican, and I remember stories of him being flying, and then turning out that the Chupacabra might have just been a dog with serious mange.
I've never heard of the Chupacabra in Puerto Rico. I've heard of Cucuy, but never Cucuy. That maybe that's the name for the Chupacabra he used. But it's very similar of a creature. So
yeah, it's interesting. El Chupacabra, maybe it comes from at least the ones that I know of. The first sightings were in Puerto Rico. Okay, that's what I thought. And I also remember a story of like someone who was doing an investigation into the Chupacabra, and apparently there was military guys there who blocked his way, and they were running drills that he couldn't talk about.
I think he's lying to you because he said they were in 1995. I know it's well before 1995. Or is that the first time we've seen the Chupacabra in Puerto Rico was in 1995?
I mean, to be honest, it sounds like we I don't think Blast is lying. He's going off of information that he knows. I think because as far as I know, Puerto Rico was where I heard about El Chupacabra. I like Lizard El Chupacabra. I'm gonna put him in B because I think he comes in.
I'm going to put him in A for my DEI higher. So it's just.
Oh. I mean, this seems like a critter who who might reside in the peripheral world. Maybe somewhere in Gorse Lab. Except I don't know why it took fanciness to goats and chickens. But Lena, welcome. Yeah, we're doing a cryptid review with fellow DeMongrel and also fellow VTuber.
There are 2 Chupacabras here.
Yeah, I'm going to put the mange one in D. I think
Yeah,
because maybe I think it might be a red herring, and it's also not as neat,
Same. All right.
But
Fresno Nightcrawlers. I actually don't know this one.
Yeah, I don't know this one either. I'm gonna put. I'm gonna make a new tier. Hold on. I'm gonna make a new tier. Hold on. How do I make a new tier? How do I make a new tier?
Let's see here. You hit the little gear, and then you hit add row below, or add row.
Okay, I'm just gonna put this in the. Oh, whoops! Hold on. I'm gonna put this tier is gonna be the. What the heck? Hold on. Add row below. Yep, and this is gonna be the question mark here because I'm not. These are gonna be the ones that neither of us are familiar with.
Yep.
And I'm gonna make it black. No idea about the Fresno Nightcrawlers. Not deer. I'm not familiar with the not deer.
The not deer?
Yeah.
Is that the same? Not deer. I know this one, but it's not. It's a newer cryptid. It's not an old one.
Is it a skinwalker?
No, it's
Not deer or gnarly, huh?
Yeah, it's a newer one. I'm trying to remember what the heck they came from. But they're not deer, but they're a kind of deer that's suffering from a disease that makes them hemorrhage and bleed. It makes them lose their ability to fear, and they will like gore and attack and eat anything.
And apparently, if you hear your name being called out, pretend it's not happening. Why is D tier on the bottom going to be on the top for you, boss? Fair point, but also we're just going with it for now. We're going with it for now. We're going with it for now.
Yeah, but it's a newer cryptid, so it's not as, it doesn't have the same history as the other one, but it's one based in the mountains of the Appalachia.
Always in the mountains of Appalachia. Mountain mama.
Oh yeah, listen. I can't wait to go home to Virginia, where everything's trying to kill me, apparently.
No, Virginia's crazy. Virginia and West Virginia, the Appalachia is. I mean, why do you think so many monsters may be there or have their realms connected to, there? It's easy to, it's easy for people not to bother you to find portals, to put portals in the middle of nowhere, and then, or like gates that connect to your realm, and then no one bothers you.
Yeah, but
unless you have, intrepid inventorers, or it's a whole thing.
Yeah, but it's if I remember correctly, it got very popular on like TikTok and Tumblr and stuff. And I was like, okay, that's cool. And people are like, no, you don't understand. I go, listen, you're mixing up folklore stuff, because the calling your name thing, that's a skinwalker thing.
That's a skinwalker, okay.
That's a skinwalker thing. Supposedly, we cannot confirm that or not, because the tribes who know about skinwalkers do not speak of skinwalkers to outsiders, because if you speak to a skinwalker about a skinwalker, you die.
Average wild boar. Wouldn't that be distant if you're Latam, if you're Latinx? I'm sorry, I said a slur. If you're Latin American,
we don't slur here.
Wouldn't it be a peccary instead of a wild boar? Technically. I know about peccaries. I watched the Magic School Bus on the Rainforest. Wait, Don, technically aren't you like related to a peccary?
Technically, and my reincarnation is too.
Oh, a what? A peccary? They're a type of they're pig that live in the Amazon rainforest.
Yep.
They're actually kind of adorable compared to other boars.
Yeah, they are the non-werewolf pig. I don't know why pigs go full lycanthrope, but they do.
I mean, it happens with grasshoppers when they become locusts. Werewolves, where creatures are real, they're just not what you expect. I'm gonna put the not deer in the D tier.
I'm gonna put it in
thousands
D tier
of kilometers from where I live. Okay, fair enough.
The Owl Man. I don't know this one.
I'm vaguely familiar with the Owl Man. I just think he's a less cool version of Mothman. I'm gonna put him in C tier. As far as I know, I think Owlman is British and does the same thing. This is knowledge off the top of my head, Mike. Okay. So I'm putting Owlman in C tier. I think a humanoid owl creature is. You want me to tell the story of Headless Jack? When if we get to that list, get to him in the list. If he's on here, then we'll talk about it. So, be patient. Be patient. Oh, I'm the Owlman, bro. I know the local ones like Las Mir or El Pomborito. Oh, El Pomborito.
Okay.
El Pomborito? Michigan, what about you? Where did you put Owlman?
I put Owlman and don't know, because I don't know about the Owlman. So I'm like,
understandable.
I don't know. I don't really have a feeling towards it, because I don't have a feeling towards it. It's not nearly as cool as the dragon Teddy Roosevelt hunted,
Yeah, or the piazza bird or Mothman. So, Michigan Dogman, I am only the vagueliest familiar. Felix, welcome.
You forgot about the Beast of Bray Road.
Oh wait, my Michigan Dogman's on my list before him.
Oh, weird. Mine's all right. Whatever. Michigan Dogman. Like they're right next to each other for me. Whatever.
Yeah, they're right next to me, but Michigan Dogman is first.
Weird.
So,
all right, whatever.
On my end.
All right.
What is the Michigan?
That one I don't know. I want to assume it's. I haven't done a Michigan cryptids deep dive yet, because I haven't done a convention there yet. So. So like I said, I do a lot of conventions with cryptids, and people always want to talk to me about their local stuff. So I always make sure I do a quick check out on everything, and I start deep diving into stuff.
Yes.
But I don't know about the Michigan Dogman. It sounds
El Nahal. Interesting.
It sounds like it's another werewolf variant, but a folklore. I mean, just from looking at it.
Moved on to the left a little bit. Oh yeah, I can wait. There was more space on here that I could move him. Sorry about that. Yep, you're over here now. Sorry. Could move you a little further. I guess I can move myself a little further. Yeah, I don't know too much about. I feel like I've heard the name Michigan Dogman, and I feel like I've learned about. Cannot put. I just can't recall. Like he sounds so familiar, like on the tip of my tongue, but I cannot recall anything for the life of me. I remember some stories about Luke Garreau. Except no, I don't, because now I'm thinking about Luke Garreau and I'm trying to remember the details of him, and all I remember is I think he's Cajun. I think he's like a Cajun werewolf. So
no,
the
Luke Garreau is oh god. So I had to do an entire panel on werewolves. So like the entire history of them. The first thing I learned is that werewolves come from Greek originally, and then there's several different variants from the Greek version alone. One is gaining the spirit of the wolf from drinking blood. Another is like becoming more wolf-like by having a belt made of wolf skin, which slowly transforms your body into something more wolf-like. And then there's the curse types. The Luke Garreau is Germanic.
Yeah, I would think they're Germanic because I thought, or Luke Garreau I thought was French or something. But yeah, and the famous Notting incident. We're not talking about that. But as far as I thought, it's interesting that it's Greek because I didn't know there were wolves in Greece. I thought, you know, I knew there was wolves in Europe. I didn't know there was. I thought there weren't very any wolves in the Mediterranean.
There are no wolves in Japan, but there are statues of wolves in Japan.
Interesting. I thought there was a Hokkaido wolf. Isn't that an extinct species? Was that an extinct species of wolf? The Hokkaido wolf?
Has never been confirmed. That's there are statues of wolves in Japan, but there's no wolves in Japan, and we don't know of any wolves in Japan. But there's always there's paintings and what have you of them.
Interesting. Wolves are big in the Mediterranean. The Turks believe they're half wolf per pre-Muslim mythology. Oh, and also I'm remembering the story of Romulus and Remus, who was by a she-wolf. So clearly, I'm not remembering that. Yes, wolves go all across Europe. Usually when I think of wolves, I think of Eastern or Northwestern or Western, Europe.
Yeah, but I think it was the original wolf thing came from the island of Lycaros.
Oh, licorice.
It looks like it's spelled lichen, but it's like an AROS instead of.
Oh, is this like a Lesbos and Sappho's thing?
Probably, but it's more along the lines of king was cursed. The only way to uncurse his people was to do certain tasks. He did the tasks, but he cheated, so his people were freed from the curse of no longer being wolves, but he himself was turned into a wolf.
Man, because I'm just remembering a whole bunch of different stories of this happening to Greeks.
Oh yeah, there's
curses
hundreds of
and-
them. Like I said,
Yeah.
there's so many subtypes of Greek mythology just involving wolves that involve the werewolf subtype, and that's why I'm like the very first one comes from that one story. I'm like, okay, here's the origin. Here's the origin.
I didn't know
okay,
this.
great.
I did not know this. I'm familiar with certain werewolf legends. I was not familiar with that. But
Yep, and then it
next
goes
we have-
out and out and out, and then the Catholics made it. You know, if you were excommunicated on a certain day at a certain time for bestiality, you would turn into a werewolf.
Well, wait, beast. Wait, okay, so you're saying that werewolves, if you're Catholic, werewolves were a result of bestiality,
Yep.
and then there's a whole bunch of VTuber women into werewolves.
I hope they're not Catholic.
You know what? Let's move on. Let's move on. Beast of Bray Road. The Welsh must be. Oh no. But yes, Beast of Bray Road. I feel like Bray Road's definitely English, right? That has to be English.
Actually, Wisconsin.
Really, Wisconsin of all
Yes,
places.
this is actually a Wisconsin cryptid. I learned about this one about 2 years ago. I had a convention in Wisconsin I was doing. It's and there's a lot of documentaries. There's even a horror film made in 2003, maybe 4, about it as well. But it has multiple books written about it. It's a large part of Wisconsin folklore. It's
interesting.
It is another werewolf style thing, but it's had sightings since 1927 until 2020. It's either 2020 or 2018. One of those two.
That's not too far off. Not too far off.
Yeah, like I said, I did a call in Wisconsin 2 years ago, so I was like, this is recent.
That's very recent. That is very recent considering the sighting.
Well documented that it will occasionally attack cars.
Oh, so, well, are we talking like how big is this furry? How big is he?
7 feet tall.
Oh,
it's a big puppy.
You know, I wonder if he stopped showing up after 2020 because of the rise of VTubers. Especially Bao.
Oh god!
So, now he's being hunted down.
Bao is probably close enough. He went, you know what? It might be good for me to just stay out of the way for a little while.
Yeah, it might be good enough for like, it might be good enough that like, yeah. And I wonder if it's the same with the Michigan Dogman. I wonder if they're related. I'm gonna put the unknown tier. I thought for some reason I was thinking of another story. I think I was thinking of Old Chuck or whatever his name is. Are creepypastas just modern cryptids like Jeff, Slenderman, Sonic EXE, and Ben? No. These are ones that have like more ties to folklore, and like them being real is more up in the air. Whereas creepypastas are like they're not there. They were never intended to be real. Although you could say that about there's a few cryptids I know, like the Bear Lake Monster, which was not real. Was actually a hoax. Freddy Fazbear, my favorite cryptid. I mean, I wonder if mechanical cryptids. Apparently, the Rake started as an internet creepypasta, but people started seeing them IRL. Interesting. Then we've got Lizard Man. Look at the picture of Lizard Man. This guy
not having a good
jacked. Not having a good day. This guy is jacked. He also looks like he looks like a Toko enemy, Tokusatsu character. I'm putting him in S tier just for that. I'm putting him in S tier for his swagger and his gains, and because Lizard Men are pretty cool.
Yeah, there's also like 1,000 Lizard Man for folklore, so I'm like, they don't tell you which one. It's like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, listen, when I play, I'm a big fan of Lizard Men in Fantasy, Seraphon in what did they call it? In Age of Sigmar, although I'm more of a big fan of the Lizard Men. Why that's there in the government, that's why they're that high up on the list. Listen, listen.
I need a tax break.
No, listen, Texmen are cool. Listen, guys, no. The lizard men aren't the ones passing laws and making court decisions. They're not in the government. That was done to malign lizard men, okay? To malign the reptilian people, you know? No. It's the space gnomes you have to worry about.
Okay.
It's the space gnomes you have to worry about.
Space gnomes. Because of their feet.
Space gnomes. Yeah. Loveland Frogman. Loveland Frogman. Loveland Frogman.
I actually don't know about the Loveland Frogman.
Wait, space gnomes like Jelly? Jelly is like a space gremlin. She's closer to a space goblin. The space gnomes are just... Listen. The space gnomes are a creature above. No one likes the space gnomes. Okay? I don't even think the space gnomes like the space gnomes. I'm not an elf. I'm not a goblin. I'm a gnome. I'm a gnome. But yeah. Loveland Frogman. I know about the Loveland Frogman, but I don't story exactly. I do remember the silly photo or silly artist rendition, and it almost looks like an American medieval pictures of frogs that you've seen.
Yes.
I think I'm gonna put Loveland Frogman just in B tier because I like him. He's a silly guy.
I'm gonna put him in C because he looks funny.
Yeah. Loveland Frogman's a fella. I would invite the Loveland Frogman to the lair and play like on the PS2 with him.
All right, so next we have the Goat Man. They don't tell you which one they're talking about because there's 3 or 4 flavors of Goat Man.
I feel like this Goat Man is reaching out to me sexually suggestive manner, or is like wants me to pass him like a can of cheer wine or something.
If it's that one, then it's the Maryland one. Maryland one.
I know there's a couple of different Goat Man. Technically the Jersey Devil is also considered sort of a goatish figure. So, I wonder if his name is Billy.
From what I remember, it was a guy in the University of Maryland in the 70s. Mm-hmm. He got, well, it was the 70s, so.
Oh no, 70s.
Yes. So he went around apparently town talking about his Goatman friend, and then somewhere in Prince George's County, which if you're not from the Maryland area or from the Delaware, Virginia area, you don't know about Prince Edward. It's the county right next to DC. Essentially, it's where every rich person lives. He went up and down there looking for the Goatman, graffitiing it around, and then one day all of a sudden he disappeared. No one could find him, but they did find a dead goat wearing his clothes on the road.
There's so many ways. There's so many implications, ways that could be implied.
Yeah.
Monsters my goat, man. Well, you know what? Maybe he crossed the bridge with 3 billy goats and the trolls got him. So, I'm putting the Goat Man in D tier. I don't like the way he's looking at me.
I'm gonna put him in A tier. He looks like he could party, you know.
I don't trust the Goat Man. I just don't trust him. The Goat Man doesn't. There's something about the Goat Man that just like, especially if this image of him just doesn't vibe well with me. I don't trust the Goat Man. But then again, I sometimes struggle looking at goats, and I feel like they're always up to nefarious. So, all right, we got the Mantis Man. Mantis Man is going in tier because, well, you know, the only way you can defeat them is with combustible lemons.
So wait, I just need to make Lumi angry?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Just
S tier immediately.
Okay, fine. You know, yeah, I'm putting Mantis Man in A. But for those who don't know, how many of you have played Portal 2? It's when Cave Johnson talks about how there is a Mantis Man because they fuse some people with mantis DNA. I don't actually know the IRL lore of mantis men. All I know is about, you know, the Cave Johnson one, and that's enough to put me into A tier. Mantis, I mean, mantis people are pretty cool, but I'm putting mantis men pretty high up there. I'll put mantis men in S because mantis men are cool. I like mantis men. Now we have the airborne frogman. This is one that is entirely new to me.
Okay, I don't know anything about the airborne frogman. I don't think so. Let me see here. Airborne frogman. Let me check my notes really fast. No, nothing. I have frogman, no airborne frogman.
I don't know. Is airborne frogman lost media?
It might be. It might be. My favorite modern day cryptid is Batboy.
Batboy?
Because of weird world news, which was like the insane not news parody thing you would get at the grocery store for like $1. And it would be like aliens met the president today and stuff like that. And on a fake, exactly. There were days where like the lizard men aliens are angry about the president is siding with the frogmen aliens. I go, what? But
I mean, listen. I may have, you know, because technically I'm a U.S. citizen, because there is, you know, because listen, my people have connections to the U.S. and a bunch of this cryptid stuff. So I mean, I'm technically considered a cryptid of a sort.
And then
I'm not familiar with the airborne frogman. I think he's from like a different realm altogether. Probably from a distant one that never heard of.
Yeah, I just did a quick search in my file directory. It's like, nope. Okay, don't have him. Don't know him.
I hate to suggest, but ChatGPT is pretty good for asking for knowledge quickly. It pointed to the Loveland frogman as another name for it. Really? Well, part of me wants to do that, but part of me also just wants to go off the top of my head to see how much I remember.
Yeah, it's a lot more fun to see what you. It's also a good brain exercise.
Yeah, it's you know, because also I've been doing that sort of on. I'm gonna focus on the stream as well. Especially since I do have a collaborator here, but I appreciate the suggestion, Bob. No, I appreciate the suggestion. I guess it's just part of the spirit of the talking about the cryptids. But the Manta Man, I'm not familiar with the Manta Man. Manta rays are cool. I don't know anything about the Manta Man.
That's not Black Manta.
No, it's not Black Manta.
Not Black Manta. Let's see here. Manta Man. I don't have anything on Manta Man. When I pull up my file directory, it brings up Street Sharks.
I love Street Sharks.
I also love Street Sharks. I don't think we're talking about Street Sharks now.
I'm putting him in S tier because of Street Shark reference. It automatically, because I remember there was a manta ray character. I forgot his name, but he's going here. He's going into S. Totally Jossum. Exactly. Next we have Gator Man.
Here we go. I got stuff on here. It's Manta Man is okay. So I do have some stuff here from my Street Sharks panel. Apparently, the Manta Man was based off of a cryptid in Chile.
Oh, so wait! I think I have a demongrel who is Chilean. My Chilean demongrel. Who's my Chilean demongrel? Why am I spacing on your name? You'll have to inform me about the Manta Man. I want to know. Wait, we're talking about Chile, the country, not like Chile's, right? Like Chile's to go.
No, Chile. I specifically said Chile, not Chile.
Okay. Sorry, I might be craving ribs at the moment.
I do want baby back ribs.
Oh, I could really go for some baby back ribs. I want my baby back. I want my baby back. Oh, so good. I haven't heard that. I don't even know if they do that commercial anymore because I don't really watch the television, and all the ads I get are really weird. Coach from L Left 4 Dead 2. Oh, I love Coach. Coach is my favorite Left 4 Dead character.
But yeah, that's all I have on the Manta Man is that one tidbit from my Street Sharks panel.
They fight. Street Sharks. I mean, I love Street Sharks, but Extreme Dinosaurs had the stronger theme, and you know.
I don't think I watch Extreme Dinosaurs.
Something's really rocking on planet number 3.
Biker Mice from Mars.
Oh, see, I never did. I was familiar with it, and I think I might have saw it once, and then I found out about it later, later on. I don't remember when. But next we have the Gator Man. This is just a picture of Killer Croc from.
It is a picture of Killer.
And Killer Croc's pretty cool. So I'm gonna put him in. Gator Men are pretty cool. Like Gators are pretty cool. I like crocodilians. Crocodilians are cool.
Gator Man is another New Jersey cryptid.
Of course it is. Of course, right? Because New Jersey sewers. Right. Okay.
Well,
Gator Man, you're going to S tier.
He's another one. He's from the 70s. He's supposedly it's a journalist covered him after going to a Native American tribe and talking about the various creatures that no longer roam the earth, and then they were like trying to discuss about a lizard man that would wander the swamps of New Jersey, which is just the Meadowlands. The Meadowlands is just swamps.
Makes sense. Very swampy. I'm putting Gator Man up there because I think crocodilians are cool, and I do like Killer Croc, so he's going up there. I have never heard about this next one, the Indescribable Octoman. That sounds like a very old, like, Strange Tales, like you'd see, like, comics, like. The Indescribable Octoman sounds like he is like from one of those comics and publishers that are no longer around and you could get for a nickel.
He sounds like a Dick Tracy character.
He does, doesn't he? Actually, yeah. Octodad. Oh, I love Octodad. Octodad's great. I should play Octodad on stream. That's a fun one. In fact, there's a drug in Russia that makes crocodile. Like, I know about crocodile. I've never partaken in it, but I'm crocodile is one of those weird things. Where do I remember hearing about crocodile? I think I heard about it because a friend of mine was telling about it, but I don't remember exactly where. Or why? What the thing about crocodile? You know what? Actually, no. I think it came from. I was watching Vines. I was watching Joel from Vinesauce, and he talked about crocodile, and then I think I went on an internet rabbit hole. I know about crocodile because of Poland. Is it Poland or Russian? I thought it was. How many of these are VTubers? That was a question I was going to ask. Is how many this is prime VTuber material. Yeah. I don't think there's been a Sasquatch VTuber yet.
Really?
Didn't I ask that before? I think I might have asked that on a previous stream.
Really?
I don't know. I'd have to look it up. I have to look at the VTuber wiki or something.
I would think that nearly every VTuber has been done, like every single kind. Even like people say I'm the only pig man. There's at least 4 other pig VTubers that I'm aware of.
As far as I know, I'm the only. I mean, there's another Dark Lord or
There's a couple Dark Lords. It's just a matter of.
I think there's a few monstrous ones that I'm. There maybe none quite like me, but there's definitely
it's always a how you flavor it, honestly, kind of thing with VTubers. There's
website.
There's no point in copying Saba. Saba is Saba.
Yeah, Saba is Saba. Saba de amigo. I'm gonna put. I'm not familiar with the Indescribable Octoman. I should put him in the question mark category, but I'm putting him in S because he just has this aura about him. He just has this aura about him.
He feels like I.
Yeah, I'm putting him above there. Like, he feels like that there is so much mystery to him that I don't know. Like, he feels like the most. Plus, it's his name, the Indescribable Octoman. Like, I want to know more about him. Like, there was something about him. There's a strange shifting masked dark VTubers, but they work more off of a cat. Scribble, isn't that you? Also, Mer Pepperoni has a fantastic King in Theme Yellow VTuber. Just did a 2.0. Ooh, King in Yellow. Wait, is it also? Wasn't Saros the game that came out that was more like that is being like gone after because apparently it's like a cuck story or something? I've heard about that. Wasn't that based on? Isn't Saros like based on a piece of weird fiction, cosmic horror from because people don't know this, but it wasn't just Lovecraft who made the mythos. I mean, he's credited as one, but he had other
Oh no, there were multiple writers. There were multiple.
Yeah, there was
writers
multiple writers. Because as far as I remember, August Derleth was the one who came up with the King in Yellow. I think that was him. I think it was him, or he did Carcosa.
It's been a while. He did Hastor, which moved.
Hastor is the King in Yellow, or related.
Well, yes and no. Yes and no.
Yes and no. I'll write the Lovecraft Circle stuff, right? Robert Howard. Oh, Robert Howard.
We would start pulling at weeds if we went down the Lovecraft thing, because the King in Yellow is the avatar for Hastor, but it's not Hastor himself.
Okay. And then we got the Skunk Ape.
You know about Skunk Ape?
I do, and he's got one of the more Skunk Ape is definitely Floridian as far as
yeah.
But I don't. There's discussions around the photo. Most zoologists say. I mean, it's weird because I feel like in orangutan. I don't know how I feel about Skunk Ape. I guess I don't know how I feel about. Like I don't hate him, but he's not like my favorite either. He's very mid. I'm gonna put him in.
He's an easy C tier. He's how I feel about Skunk Ape is he's just swamp Florida Bigfoot.
Yeah. I mean that can be a cool variation. I like the Bigfoot variation, but the Skunk Ape, for some reason, there's just something about the Skunk Ape that is just not as interesting to me as like big. I don't know. I think it's because when I think of Yeti or Bigfoot, and I think of like big apes, like hominid apes in areas where you don't really see them, because most apes, as far as I remember, like you see gorillas in the rainforest in Africa, and you see like the Skunk Ape doesn't feel out of place in the Everglades,
Yeah, exactly.
Like it doesn't feel out of place. Like there is, Borneo, like orangutans already live in I don't know if I'd call it swampy, but heavy rainforest. What if they are family? I mean, they might be. It just, I don't know. Skunk Ape just feels the most plausible, and also the most the least. Because a lot of these creatures, they're sort of, what makes them so interesting is that they're out of place. There's nothing quite like them in certain areas, and Skunk Ape just feels kind of like, yeah, I could believe that there was a big ape living in the Everglades,
Exactly. All right, I need a minute to get myself some water. If you want to keep everyone busy for 5 minutes, I'll be right back.
All right. Oh, so how are we doing, the mongrels? How are we doing? And Salpranos as well. How are we doing? How are we doing? What's going on? What is happening? I can't see the Salpranos chat, so
Pull it out.
Pull what out?
Salpranos
Pull.
chat. Well, you should pull up the one on Twitch.
Oh, okay. Hold on. This is a first for me. Hold on. So Sopranos. Ada clogged her toilet. No, you didn't. You actually probably. You know what? I'll check after. Hold on. Let me pull up Don's chat.
I'm almost back.
Okay. You're almost back. Okay, hold on. I need to pull up your.
There we go.
Pull up your chat.
See,
you're already back? I thought you said 5 minutes.
Honestly, I say 5 minutes, but that luckily the water basin was already full, so I'd have to refill it.
Oh. Okay.
Lucky.
Lucky. Stop.
Listen, man.
Okay. Wait, I thought Don was pulling a yaoi. No, ew. We're both heterosexual.
I am very heterosexual, okay?
So am I.
If I was gonna go gay, it would have happened when I worked at that sex dungeon.
Yeah, wait.
What? Listen, there was a point in my life where I had a friend who had me working at conventions, and he goes, Don, "You're Hispanic," and I go, "I don't like where this conversation's going." He said to me, "Can you build things?" I go, "I can." And that's how I ended up working at a sex dungeon. I became the maintenance guy. I never want to work at a sex dungeon ever again. It was terrible. On the plus side, I know how to reinforce things for fun stuff.
I just have a dungeon. There's no sex involved, as far as I know. I mean, he worked there as a maintenance man, guys. That, you know what? Let's continue on. Also, you're not Hispanic. You're Hisporkic.
That's good. I should use that when I reincarnate.
Excellent, excellent. Are you gonna have tusks when you reincarnate?
I cannot discuss the model at this time.
Understandable. Apologies. All right, so we have the folk monster.
The folk monster.
The folk monster. The folk monster.
Yeah, it's what the heck are you from? Folk monster.
I'm not familiar, so I'm putting him in the tier. So
he's a movie monster. That's all he is. There's no.
That's all he is. Why is he a cryptid then? If he's
that was. Apparently there was an old folklore in Folk, Arkansas about him, and they made a bunch of they made a drama horror film called The Legend of Boggy Creek. That's what he comes from.
Oh.
It's a 1972 cult classic film. That's all they have on this guy. Okay.
Wow. What about the Ohio Grassman? Go and get them, Grassman.
Grassman, let's see here.
I kind of just want to put Grassman up there because I'm thinking of the hairy partridge Grassman. Why are so many cryptids just hairy men? Am I a cryptid? You may be. You may be.
It's another Bigfoot variant. Just the Ohio version.
I'm putting him in there because I'm putting him in B because Grassman is one of my favorite. Is one of my favorite jokes. Is one of my favorite. One of my favorite memes.
And of course, the Pennsylvania white Bigfoot. Do I have to explain that one?
See, I've actually seen footage of this guy.
Really?
I've actually seen footage of this guy. Yeah, I've seen footage of. There was another channel that I watched who was related to Bob Gilman, who goes over evidence for Bigfoot, and he was talking about the Pennsylvania white Bigfoot. One of the interesting things that they do for like some of these guys who deep dive into Bigfoot is that they also look for like Photoshop edits. They use sort of noise to see like if this is something that was like put in later, or I think it was like a noise profile where they put in something later to see if like another image was added in or if it's actually part of the original image. And they've done that with different animals. But this guy, I forgot his name. He had a Pacific totem as like his avatar. I don't remember, but he was really cool. And he went over the Pennsylvania white Bigfoot. I don't know if he's related to the white boy from Digimon Cyber Sleuth. But it is almost summer, so we might see him again because who knows soon. So
it is almost white Bigfoot summer.
Yep, white Squatch summer. You can be some nearsighted person's cryptid. I mean, who knows? Ohio, the dog clans. I'm gonna put him in B just because I found his story and everything. The footage of him fascinating is one of the most interesting things because if that one was a hoax, it was a very high
quality,
high detailed hoax because you could tell, you could look at the details and it's hard to tell whether or not it's actually a mask. It's really high quality if it's a hoax, but I saw the video in it and in slow motion and it's pretty interesting. What about you, Dom? What about you?
Honestly, like I said, these are all just Bigfoot variants to me at this point, so they all end up in the same tier for me.
Fair enough. I mean, I like variations, so.
It's to me, it's just like, listen. All right, sand shrew is a ground type. Stop making it into an ice type. I don't need this in my life.
You don't like regional variants. Huh?
I don't like regional variants. I'm old.
Fair enough.
Billy,
I mean, I'm old. Listen, I'm old too. I've been playing. I've already talked about this on stream. Pokemon game, okay? I like regional variants. I think they're cool. I think some are better than others. But yeah. What about Old Yellow Top? I've never heard of Old Yellow Top.
Old Yellow Top is the Virginia Bigfoot.
But wouldn't that just be Bigfoot?
You would think that, wouldn't you?
I would.
Yes, like I said.
Oh, go ahead.
Like I said, they're all just regional different ones. I think Old Yellow Top is the West Virginia Appalachian Mountain one, and then the next one, which is
Top? Is he blonde? Is it a blonde Bigfoot?
Yeah.
That's it. It's a blonde Bigfoot.
Yeah.
It's Kaneko Lumi.
It's.
I knew it. I knew the lemon woman was a big.
She's everywhere.
She's everywhere. Okay.
But that's the. And then this next one is the Southwest Virginian one, the wood booger.
He looks like he's trying to either sell me pizza or a used car.
Well, the wood booger is also a really good burger place in Southwest Virginia. You owe me money, Southwest Virginia. Anyone with the wood burger, if anyone goes there, because I said this. So I don't work for free, damn it.
Why is he in a blue suit? I don't know.
Because he's trying to sell you food.
Also, he might be Slavic. Like, he might be related to. If he's related to Lumi, he's probably rocking his Adidas tracksuit.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, I need to get one of those if I get the Lumi meet and greet. That's right.
Wood booger sound slang for what? For snot? Booger snot?
For what? For like the black snot you get sometimes when you're sick?
Or like, no, I thought boogers were. Listen, I know about boogers because I used to eat my boogers.
Too far.
My nose. Pick my nose, eat them. What do you mean too far? How is that too far? How is that too thing?
You don't have lips. How do you get them without like chewing on your hands?
I picked my nose.
But how do you get them in your mouth without lips?
Very carefully.
Okay, apparently.
It was an art. It's an art form. Yeah, you kind of have to pee.
I mean, you should be chopping wood in the morning so that it dries out throughout the day. That makes sense. Yeah. Anyways, now we have the Jacob's photographs. This sounds like less like a cryptid and more like something of a. I don't know about this one. Let's see here, Jacob's.
Yeah, I don't know about this one either.
I see. When I tried that, I got when I searched it, I got like photography places. Okay, here we go. In the cryptid world, Jacob's photographs is a series of photos taken by. It's pictures of monkeys.
Were they in balls? Was it monkey ball? I love monkey ball.
It's just pictures of monkeys. That's all it is. I'm gonna put that in D.
Monkeys.
That's terrible.
I'm putting in I don't know. But the Momo, isn't that what Matara calls her fans? Her little.
It is what she calls her fans, and so I'm always curious about that. So Momo is a monster from Missouri.
Really, Missouri of all places.
Missouri,
that
yep.
I was not expecting.
Yep, and that is your Missouri Bigfoot.
But he looks more like Mothman.
I know.
I like the big fluffy. You know what? He's not in the A tier because of his vibe. Because I like the big fuzzball. He looks like I want to give him a hug.
No, I wouldn't do that. Okay, the Momo is also said to have the strongest odor out of all the Bigfoot variants.
I will put Momo in D tier then. I didn't know we were dealing with a durian Bigfoot.
We are dealing with the neat of big feet here.
Okay, then actually that kind of puts him in A for me because I kind of like that.
He needs to take a shower.
Listen, he needs to take a shower, but I also can respect the neat Bigfoot. There is something very interesting. I find interesting about the neat Bigfoot. When you sell it to me like that, you know, I don't entirely know what it means. I know what neat means, and I know what Bigfoot is, but those together, you know, sounds like an interesting like manga. Like, especially, I mean, his name is Momo. That's also Japanese. Blast pointed out Momo is a type of dumpling in Japan. This guy could show up in Dandadan. This guy could show up. I mean, look, it's Missouri, okay? But like,
yeah,
come on. Like, come on. Momo is already sort of a Japanese name. He already kind of looks like he's from a manga in this illustration. I'm putting Momo up high. I'm representing Momo. Momo, I want to see Momo be a VTuber. I want to see Menhara Momo.
I can't deal with the smell, man. I got a big nose. I can't be doing this.
Yeah, well, okay, fair enough. Are you a truffle pig?
All pigs are truffle pigs.
Like, they are? I thought they had to be very specific.
No, like they have to be trained for it, but all pigs.
Really? Okay, I didn't know this. Next, we got the Honey Island Swamp Monster. I'm putting him in. I don't know anything about this Honey Island Swamp Monster. So
this is your Cajun Remy LeBou Bigfoot.
He's got very piercing eyes. Yeah, I don't like the way he's looking at me.
I put him in C tier because he is the Cajun Bigfoot who apparently likes to just stare at women.
He's staring at me. He's staring at us, and everyone really makes me uncomfortable. Wait. Oh my gosh. A voyeur Bigfoot? Mm-hmm. It's my Oshi. She wasn't a bug, but a Sasquatch.
The Dizzy.
Dizzy's a voyeur. She's a known voyeur.
There you go.
She likes to watch people. Well, I guess I'm putting him in A tier now.
There you go.
There we go. Right. Or actually, no, I guess I put him in S tier. Voyeur Sasquatch. Voyeur Cajun Sasquatch. Could be a bit more Chinese. Anyways, Seep Squatch. I have heard of Seep Squatch. I don't remember Sheep Squatch's story.
Sheep Squatch is a West Virginia cryptid.
Of course it's West Virginia.
Of course.
Almost heaven.
There was a surge of sightings of them in the mid-1990s for some god-awful reason. It's a large four-legged creature with gnashing teeth, really long hair, and kind of a weird, almost mustache-looking type of face. Let's see.
You know, there's so many different mustached people we could talk about would fit. I don't want to go to Funny Mustache Man because it's overplayed. You know, we could talk about President Taft.
No, it's
a mustache.
More like Yosemite Sam, if that helps.
Okay, so then probably closer to President Taft. You know, yeah. All cryptids in West Virginia. Rev, welcome. The MFer from Fallout 76. I mean, a lot of Fallout 76 are based, you know, as far as I know, from what I've seen of Fallout 76, is that they have a bunch of like known cryptids. I mean, I think they have the Thunderbird. Like Joseph Stalin. Also Joseph Stalin. Who else had there's a lot of people, famous people who had mustaches that everyone talks about. You know, good old Adolf. And I don't mean good old, but like old Adolf.
Like Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah, Charlie. I mean, again, Charlie Chaplin, or sorry, Hitler, as far as I know, stole his look from Charlie Chaplin because he was a big fan, and as far as I know, that Charlie Chaplin was not a fan of him. If I remember correctly, because I think his movie The Dictator was also against him. So yeah, it's a very interesting bit of lore. But I mean, yeah, Stalin also had a pretty big mustache. Mussolini was bald. Did Emperor Hirohito have kind of like a very... Wait, did Emperor Hirohito have a mustache?
Yes.
Emperor, he did, but it was very like...
Very, very, very light, very small.
Yeah, it was a very light mustache, and then Eisenhower. Wait, it wasn't Eisenhower. It was Theodore,
Einstein?
not Theodore. Franklin D. Roosevelt didn't have any facial hair, as far as I know. Does D have? Don, does D have stink breath? It's not.
I can't smell him over Discord if that's what you're asking. No.
I thought your smell was so good though, but I'm gonna put Sasquatch or Sheep Squatch in C tier. So
yeah, that's where I'm putting him too. He's got an unfortunate name. It has nothing to do with the Bigfoot lore. He's just a strange creature that appeared in one of the counties of West Virginia and just started tearing up trees and yards and stuff.
That just sounds like such a West Virginia thing, though. You know?
Mm-hmm.
That just sounds like something. Okay, next we got the Bat Squatch. Never heard of Bat Squatch. I've heard of Sheep Squatch.
That one, I'm pretty sure I have some information on him. Let me just pull him up really fast. Directory, Bat Squatch, searching files. Got it. Okay. He's an Asian one.
Given the art, I thought he would have been Latin, like he would have been Mexican for some reason, like going back to like not even Mexican, but Guatemalan with like Camazots or something.
So the Bat Squatch is very similar to a Southeast Asian creature known as the Ahul, but it is not the Ahul because it is in Mount St. Helen.
The volcano?
Yes. Yes. It's a bipedal bat creature with wingspan as far as 50 feet. Jesus.
Wait, hold.
Over 10 feet tall, and it can
honestly
lift up
given
cars.
50 feet for 10 feet. That actually does sound like a. You know, you'd need big wings for something like the El Bat Squatcho. Yeah, El Guano Squatch. Okay, to be honest, he's unknown to me, but the way he's like his art doesn't do him justice because like a 10-foot bat creature with like wings
that's an easy S tier.
Yeah, that's an easy S tier. That is sick. That is like that is near kaiju level. For some reason, I know the movie isn't based on Mount St. Helens, or maybe it is, but I was thinking of Dante's Peak, not Pink. Thinking of Dante's Peak, the movie. So I don't know if anyone else here has seen Dante's Peak. It's a volcano disaster movie. They were all over. They were all the rage back in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Are you ready to get jiggy with it with the next one?
With the white thing? With the white thing? Yeah. White thing. Okay. Let's do it.
This one is an Alabama cryptid, if you don't know this one.
You know what? I was thinking it was going to be somewhere in the South. White thing. White Thang. I hope we see him for White Boy Summer, for White Thang Summer. Just on his name alone, I don't see. Actually, you should go into mysterious. I don't know tier because I'm not familiar. He's going into A tier just for White Thang.
Primate cat-like creature.
Primate as in like the Pokemon.
Primate as in like monkey.
Oh.
So it's some kind of cross creature between a monkey and a cat. It may be a shapeshifter.
For some reason, it's also giving me vibes of Taukaka from Blaze Blue.
Ooh, yeah. Let's see here. It is Alabama's most mythical creature as of 2019.
Is Taukaka a furry?
Yes.
Okay, good to know.
But the White Thang goes in A for me.
The White Thang. Yeah, I'm putting him in A too. The Almas. I am not familiar with the Almas.
Almas. I think that's just a variation of Bigfoot. But let's see here. Almas. Search files. No. It's a variation on the Yeti. Because they are part of the Caucasus and the Caucasus Mountains.
Ooh, the Caucasian Yeti. Wait, but they're already white. I thought Yetis were already white. Are these the whiter Yetis?
But these Yetis are black.
But they're Caucasian, but they're black.
I have so many jokes to make.
I do too. I have so many jokes I can make. Next we got the Yowie. I'm familiar with the Yowie. It's been a while though. This is the Australian Bigfoot.
Yep.
I'm putting him in C. I don't remember Yowie's lore specifically, but I always thought I don't know. The Yowie I think is cooler than Bigfoot just because I wouldn't expect, because I mean the Australian outback is the Yowie. You would be familiar from Yowie. Listen, just because my Oshi is a huge Fujo, okay? Okay, when we're talking about a hairy ape man, would you expect? Okay, you know what? Never mind.
Listen,
never mind.
I need you to understand something. I think all the phase girls are Fujos. There's no stopping that. Okay, it's okay. It's
Tenma. Well, actually, Tenma's into Muscleman, so I think she likes Bara.
I'm pretty sure that's Amy that likes Bara.
Wait, Amy likes Bara? I thought that was Tenma, because Bara is generally pretty buff men.
I thought Bara was slightly overweight dad bods.
Okay, maybe it is. Maybe I don't know if I want to go down that rabbit hole. Because I had a friend who was into Bara, was really into Bara.
I don't need to go down this rabbit hole today.
Yeah,
not today.
I don't need to go into. Not today. I know there was. Listen, I know. Yes, she would. I was about to say, who isn't a Fujo? In phase.
Maybe the newer girls, because they haven't revealed their power level yet.
I don't know. Malice strikes me as a Fujo. Malice definitely strikes me as a Fujo. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I've been watching enough Malice, but she strikes me as like hiding her power level Fujo, and then Nitty maybe not. Wilhelmina.
Willie maybe.
Willie maybe. I could see her, fully armored night on night. Nitty isn't a Fujo. She's already a girly girl romance person. She is?
Nitty is a girly girl. I love watching Nitty when she starts.
I need to watch my Nitty. I mean, this is interesting because she's both a girly girl, but like she likes a lot of boyish things. She likes Titanic and Twilight. Mm-hmm. Man, we could go back to the early 2010s and make fun of Twilight, but I honestly, given certain romance novels today from women, I think Twilight, I feel bad for making fun of Twilight. It was such a low-hanging fruit that no one.
I do not. That book was terrible. That book was awful.
Listen. I just happen to know a lot of women, including my sister.
Listen, I had to read the book first, because my parents were like, "Your sister wants to read this book." I'm like, "Okay, you should read it first so we know if it's good for her." I'm like, "Okay." I sat down and I read it, and my parents know I can power read a book. I can power read a book, and unfortunately, it was awful. It was the story made no sense. It was convoluted. There was unnecessary parts to it. My parents were like, "So should you want to go?" Yeah, there's nothing bad in here. It's just terribly written.
Listen, I let people indulge in most of their guilty pleasures. But Willie's more Yuri than Fujo. Really, that is
really.
I didn't expect that from. Malice is in the same boat as Natia. I'd say Sinon is might be a Fujo, but
no.
That where do you even begin with that woman?
Yeah, I can't tell which way was Sinon. Our siren.
I thought Leah and Hime were crazy, were like off the charts. Sinon is a new breed entirely. She's wait, have you seen the infamous Willy BB collab? Is that the one where
yes,
BB
it's so
says
good.
That she's into? Okay, I need to actually fully watch that as a VOD sometime.
You should not. You should not. If you do, headphones.
Oh, you think I direct all the sound right into my eardrums? When I'm doing this. So next we have the. What does BB say? BB is into crystalline figures. She I think last I recalled, she's sexually attracted to Reggie Ice.
Yes.
So if you're a crystal man, if you're a shard mind from
I'm
D&D,
in, bros.
or
I'm in.
Or if you're you know what? I bet you anything that Chromastone and Diamond Head. What's the other? The Petrosapien from Ben 10.
I've got the Diamond Head freaking cosplay. I'm in, boys.
All right, he's in. He's going full Diamond Head.
If I get that BB meet and greet, I'm going.
All right, next we got, speaking of Nitty, we got Natawo. We got Ginger.
The Nituo. I can't even pronounce this one right.
Yeah, I can't either.
This is the Sri Lanka Yeti. It was originally part of a very small, very even tinier tribe in that general area. Originally in a country called I'm gonna pronounce this wrong, but it's Kailan or Ceylan. It's Ceylon. But it's now Sri Lanka. So you just.
So she should put Reggie Ice in a jar. I don't know. That would be probably a pretty big jar, unless Pokemon sizes are pretty weird. So, like, I don't know if BB is technically taller than Reggie Ice. I don't remember Reggie's height.
But that's another D tier for me. Because again, it's like okay, there's nothing that impressive about it.
Next we got the Yerin.
I believe that's another Yeti variant. Let's see here. Yerin.
It look like they're
No, not Aaron.
Yerin Yeager.
Exactly. That's when Yerin, you like, do you mean Aaron Yeager? No, I don't mean Aaron Yeager.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with the Yerin.
Okay,
it seems
it's not. I'm wrong. It's also known as the Chinese wild man. It's a primate living in the mountains of China. It has reddish brown hair. It has a large jaw.
The first male talent in Face Connect.
That's where I'm going,
for his debut.
That's where I'm going.
You're bored though. This is a wild. Is the Beast Titan a Yeti? I mean, you could. Not really wide enough. Now that'll be me. Yeah, okay. They're not. Again, we've talked about this when people were joking about phase, which is never happening. They're not letting a. Okay, they're not letting a rooster into the hen house.
They're not doing
Is Tierlist looking like a bathtub curb? They're not letting a rooster into the hen house. Okay. Okay. All right. Next we got the Orang Pendek, which is it looks like just an orangutan, or it looks like it's just like a chimp, but it looks like it belongs in a L'Oreal commercial.
I have nothing on this one.
Yeah, I've heard of this one before, but I don't. The lore surrounding it, I've got nothing on. So I'm gonna put it in D. We got the Wood Woes, and we've got a very medieval. I love these medieval paintings so much.
So the Wood Woes is, I'm not sure if it's actually a cryptid or not. It's the story of the wild man in the woods.
Oh.
It is of course a famous medieval story of a man being raised by animals in the forest, and then he acts as like the guardian of the forest.
Isn't that? There's a lot of those, isn't there?
There is.
All right, I'm putting him. You know what? Just because he and I like, I'll make fun of medieval paintings, but I genuinely do love. They have so much character in them. The European medieval paintings have so much character in them, especially like seeing the knights fighting giant snails. Also paintings of. It's interesting because I think there are different eras of medieval painting, but I remember certain dragons. You'll see dragons that were like really big, and other times they're about the size of a pug. Fascinating medieval paintings, especially because it encompasses pretty much all of Europe, are very fascinating. I love old country art, and by old country I mean like the old hemisphere, the Eastern Hemisphere.
Yep.
All right, we got Agagwe. I'm not familiar with Agagwe.
The Agagwe is it's a creature spotted in the Congo originally, in the jungles of East Africa in the 1900s by Captain William Hitchens. Let's see here. What makes him important? Let's see.
I'm familiar with. He's probably on this list, but there's another one from the Congo.
It's short, so it's 2 to 5 feet tall. It has human features. It has odd, characteristically long arms, rusty colored hair over the entire body. Its feet are long for some reason, like extra long for its body.
Not big, but long.
Yeah, like too long for its body, and it has sharp canine-like teeth. Okay. Interesting. I wonder, like, how long are we talking about like, actually, no, I don't want to. This is going to be misconstrued of me being. I was thinking. You know what? Let's move on to the Kandahar giant. I don't know if this is the one I'm thinking of, but the Kandahar giant. I know there are many stories about giant men across the world who had red hair and were just absolutely massive. It's weird. Unfortunately for you, I have a lot of stories on giants. I have to lower it down here.
Yeah, there's a lot of giants. I'm not a foot person, Tail. Is Don an SCP Foundation member or a Secret Saturday? I mean, he strikes me more of a Secret Saturday character. I could see him being on the Secret Saturdays.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest.
I listen. When I was a young man, my friends, my white friends wanted to go off into the various weird haunted areas, and they would bring me along because as the only non-white there, I was the one going, nope, we ain't doing that. Let's leave.
Well, and how did they end up? Did you ever see them again?
Well, after we stopped hanging out, I didn't see a lot of them ever again.
Yeah. Also, for some reason, you're when you're saying you're the only non-white one, thinking of the Ghost Puncher story. The Ghost Puncher story. That's a good one. That's about a Hispanic gym bro who was haunted, but was punched ghosts and
wait,
punched.
I do know this story. I do know the story of the giant of Kandahar. It's in my army folder.
Oh.
So the giant of Kandahar is from 2002 in Afghanistan. It's a 12 to 15 foot tall humanoid creature that purportedly was attacking, was seen and attacked a U.S. Army squad.
This is the Afghanistan one, isn't it? Is this the one in Afghanistan or Iraq?
Yep, Afghanistan. The one.
Yeah, this is the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, this is the one I'm.
I'm sitting here. I'm like, why is this in my army folder?
Yeah, this one's cool. I'm putting in the 8 Kandahar Giants, a really fascinating story. The voice of reason, the minority. I mean, it's interesting because it sounds like Dawn is because I'm a white monster. They were always, especially my Hispanic friends were always like, let's go to a haunted house and everything. And I was scared, despite being a monster, despite also being like the tallest and stuff. Actually, no, I wasn't the tallest then. I had to grow into it. It was the inverse for me, but that's because listen. It's one of those things about being a monster where everyone thinks you're scary and it's one of those. Yes, I'm one of those natural subversions where I look scary, but I'm in some cases a big. You know what? Why am I telling you all this? Why am I telling you all this? You're going to use me. Leave me alone. Let's go back to the Kandahar Giant. Dawn, take us away before I keep digging myself more holes.
Okay, we have the Abu Gogo.
That's just a Neanderthal, I think, right? Or like
it's some kind of creature that was found in Indonesia.
Doesn't strike me as very Indonesian looking. He looks like he's maybe
Flores. Whatever. What the heck? Where's Flores? Yeah, Flores, Indonesia. Yeah.
I guess I could. He doesn't strike me as Indonesian.
Yep, they're like large, slightly misshapen humanoid people. They have flat noses, broad faces, large mouths, hairy bodies. The females had long, pendulous breasts. I don't know why that's in this thing.
Wait, what? Okay, hold on. What? Pendulous? What? What do you mean pendulous?
They had saggy boobs. Does that help?
But like when you that doesn't sound okay. Hold on. When you saggy is one thing. Pendulous is that's describing a pendulum. So that's describing that those things were always like we're talking next level just jiggle physics.
Listen, if you look on my Twitter, I have a clip of me playing the latest scene with my gun in Girls from Frontline 2. Boobs like that. Boobs
You mean
like that.
Dizzy's?
I have never seen, probably. Actually, no, I've been told Dizzy's are surprisingly perky.
Yeah, they are. I mean, Minnesota Iceman. You've not seen the 1 hour Dissin. You even have Dissin has a clip on it. You've not seen the 1 hour Dizzy Jiggle stream, okay? You don't know about Peak, okay? You don't know about Dizzy. You don't know about Mount Jokero's Twin Peaks, okay? You shut your mouth, tail. You shut your mouth. You shut your mouse hole.
Yeah, there's also the Lumi talking about the first time she touched them. That's a.
Yeah. Wait, I thought that was. You know, let's go on to the Minnesota Iceman. Let's go on to the Minnesota.
The Minnesota Iceman is do you know this one at all?
It's one of those things where it vaguely rings a bell, but I can't put any lore.
The Minnesota Iceman is it's a carnival thing, honestly. It was something that was brought around the Midwest in Canada. Along carnivals. It was a cadaver frozen in a block of ice found in Minnesota. It was human-like but not human. It had hairy, large hands, dark brown hair, a flattened nose. One of its arms appeared to be broken. One of its eyes was knocked out of its socket. There were bullet holes in it as well, in the head.
Oh, that's in a whole block of ice?
Yeah.
It's a good thing he's in there and we're out here, and he's in there and we're out there and he's the No one's gonna get that reference.
But this was a something that was brought around when oddity carnival style stuff was still a thing.
Those sort of things.
Yeah, but this was just like a cadaver that was not entirely human looking.
I love that word. That is such a good word to describe a body, a cadaver. I love the word cadaver. Cadaver. It's a very good word. Like I don't know. There's something about like corpse that is so dreadful, but like cadaver just it's also dreadful. Cadaver is dreadful, but it's also got like, I don't know. It's got like some sort of intrigue and intimidation factor. Like almost like something is still sort of alive, whereas a corpse is truly dead. But a cadaver still has some sort of power to it.
Yeah.
Next we got the Monkey Man of Delhi.
Before we, so what's interesting about the Minnesota Iceman is the Smithsonian almost bought it.
They probably would have lost it.
I mean, the Smithsonian loses crap all the time, apparently.
Yeah, that's what I've learned about the Smithsonian is that they like, even though they have a huge collection, they apparently lose a lot of stuff. Like,
people just take things home. What happened to that mummy's heart? Oh, Jan took it home.
Yeah, there's just people taking it home from like one of the biggest American museums. Just taking people home, and then when people ask for evidence, well, we lost it. The Monkey Man of Delhi, isn't it? So Delhi's the capital of India, isn't it?
Yes. So the Monkey Man of Delhi is a aggressive, mean, and very feared creature in Delhi. It apparently terrorized this.
That just sounds like monkeys.
Yeah, it is a large Bigfoot-like creature. It also it wore a metal helmet. It had pants, and it made its own metal claws.
Well, this just went from this is probably just an abnormally long living in India Because I mean, there's a whole bunch of monkey species in India.
No.
To what now I'm like, we went from, oh, this is probably another Bigfoot, maybe it has a monkey tail, actual monkey, not an ape, to, oh no, now it has fashioned, apparently it has metallurgical skills or has been stealing metal to turn itself into, you know, a real threat. I mean, granted, monkeys are already kind of a real threat, but
it apparently terrorized New Delhi in the early 2000s. So
what the heck, man? Okay, I'm putting him in the A tier just because I want to know more. Because once you started bringing in the metal helmet, this is going somewhere different from the other apes.
Oh yeah,
like we're going to Spring Hill Jack territory here. Devil monkey.
There's also a really good Bollywood film on it. So.
Ooh, okay. I forgot Bollywood films existed for a moment. But devil monkey.
Devil monkey. Do I have anything on devil monkey? Devil
also,
monkey.
Fun fact: Nigeria also has its own Hollywood. It's called Nollywood, as far as I remember.
I have like one line on the devil monkeys.
Do you know about John Pork? Are you related to John Pork?
I'm not related to John Porker.
Understandable. So I don't know anything about the devil monkey. To be honest, that doesn't.
It's
especially in India, or is it Thailand? I think I'm thinking of Thailand, where there's monkeys that are just really.
United States.
Especially mean.
United States. It's country. United States, the forest of the U.S., specifically in the Pacific Northwest. It is supposedly a group of aggressive man-eating baboons.
See, you didn't need to add man. I guess you did need to add man-eating, because I know baboons are already kind of. As far as I know, baboons are really super aggressive.
Yeah.
So I guess the man-eating wasn't. I mean, baboons are pretty threatening. Like, I would not want to mess with them. Like, if there's any sort of monkey, I would not want to deal with it. They are very, very mean. So
yeah, but that's all I have on it. I was like, okay.
I mean, I guess you could describe a baboon as a devil monkey to begin with. Ask him if he knows about crispy bacon. Well, do you?
I prefer my bacon chewy.
Understandable. Chew bacon.
Chew bacon.
Is chew bacon. Not related to Chewbacca, chew bacon. Spiny-backed chimpanzee. This seems like obviously what it is on the tin, where it's. To be honest, this could just, like, you could say that, like, monkeys and chimpanzees are aggressive creatures. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. I mean, some chimps can be pretty chill, but, like, out in the wild, chimps are pretty, in water, chimps will drown. And I love Most Extreme Animals. Love that show. Do cryptids say cryptids if they're real, like the giant squid? Then I think they're actual zoological creatures, because the giant squid was a cryptid for the longest time. And gorillas. Certain gorillas.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Tasmanian tiger, I think, also could be like it was a real creature, but there have been sightings, or at least there was sightings. So spiny-backed chimpanzee, I don't know anything about, and plus this could be like, did it have? Yeah, I mean, it also doesn't seem all that. I mean, a chimpanzee with spikes kind of sounds like a Pokemon, to be honest.
It's just a chimpanzee with spikes that some Navy officer saw in like the late 90s. That's all I have in the Congo.
That doesn't sound like, when you say spiny back, like spikes, it could just be it had like a weird hair thing going on. It doesn't sound
that's what I'm saying.
Fascinating
like
to me.
It's not very cool. It's clearly a D tier at best.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm putting in D. There's just not much to it. I mean, chimps can be pretty fascinating, but there's okay, we got the. What is your favorite? What is your favorite of the great apes? Mine is gorillas. I think silverback. Cool.
I like orangutans.
Orangutans are pretty sweet. I love what's his name? That one orangutan who was actually like a pretty chill dude, broke out of his enclosure and just hung out with humans, and he was not hostile to anyone except another orangutan. At like he would break out of his pen to throw rocks at. I know Count Nicola did sort of a video on him. An orangutan that drives. Oh yeah, that one orangutan who's like, I don't even know if it's a real video, but the orangutan who
drove around in that golf cart. Yeah.
Yeah. We got the Deloy's ape. The Deloy's ape.
This is a confirmed hoax.
Okay.
This is a confirmed
I think
hoax.
I've seen this picture before. I can't remember this, but
yeah, this was it was some French guy in South America made a essentially made a spider monkey that looked like it was 5 feet tall.
Oh, okay.
That's all he did. I was like, okay. So,
man, do you think they get more interesting with some of these? You know, you think they would get way more interesting?
Nope. Like we like there's a few interesting like I said the monkey man.
The Japanese ones are more interesting. Yeah. Well, that's interesting because it's a monkey man that's using metal. What, a spider monkey that they elongated? Ooh. Man, that's lame. What about? Ooh, yeah, like, I mean, at least with like because we were talking about yokai. There's yokai that are far more interesting than that. But some of the carnival, like the mermaid ones, the mermaids are way more interesting than just like, are way more interesting and creative than just like an elongated ape or funky monkey. Hey dudes, it's me, Funky Kong.
Well, we're going back to Mexico with the next one though.
Ooh, okay, I like that. I like Mexican cryptids. I'm a big fan of Mesoamerican mythology.
Here's the Metepec creature, which, if memory serves you right, is Mexico's alien.
Oh, it's a true Alamo. I love him. Is he just the white boy? Is he the white boy?
He's the illegal alien of Mexico. Right?
Okay, well, he's obviously going into S tier. Wait. Okay, here's the question. So if he's from outer space, so he's already crossed the border. Would he be a double illegal alien? Like, what if he just went around the world? Like, he's stuck now, and he's like, you know what? I'm already here. I'm just going to cross all of these borders illegally. Like, and then they have to figure out like, how would they deport this guy though? How would they would they have to shoot him back into space, or like, is he just going to be detained in Area 51 for all of time?
Elon Musk has the answer to that, doesn't he?
He might. I don't know, but like,
SpaceX is right there.
I mean, true. I mean, we you know what? Or is this like it's like the opposite of ET phone, like ET phones home, where they're trying to get like, all of the government officials are trying to get, ET to study him. Instead, now we have an alien where they're like, no, we get him so we can like send him back into space where he belongs. Unless also at the same time. Home. Yeah, go back. Wait, where would he? I guess they wouldn't even know where his home. Okay, I kind of just want. See, now I want that to be a movie. Now I want that to be a movie about actual outer space alien. Lands in Mexico, then crosses the Mexican border illegally, and then crosses the US-Canadian border illegally, and then crosses back into Alaska, then crosses over to Russia illegally, and then basically, like, he keeps crossing borders, right? So they have to figure out where to, like, all of the governments of the world have to come together to figure out where to deport this one single alien. And then he ends up back in Mexico, right? He ends up back in Mexico, and he starts a dive bar.
And he starts a dive bar. That's the part.
He starts a dive bar. He starts a dive bar in Guadalajara.
Okay, and not Guadalupe, Guadalajara. Okay.
Not Guadalupe, Guadalajara.
Okay. All right.
Or maybe Juarez. Listen. I'm trying to remember a bunch of my Mexican cities. A lot of them start with the ones that I remember. Didn't he get bitten by some guy in Congress? I thought that was a duende, not an alien. I thought that was a duende.
They'll dissect him. They already dissected him. It ended up being a dead body.
Do you know the lore of Superman from God and Monsters? Oh yeah, I do remember that, where he's actually he was actually made to be the son of General Zod, and I think he landed in a U.S. military base. I think the interesting thing about Superman is technically he's what's considered a foundling, so he's technically legal because he was found by, like he doesn't have any parents. It's a really fascinating thing, but like, yeah, like I don't know why, but like I don't know why. To be honest, I don't know why this alien, this metapet creature would just be crossing borders. I feel like, you know, it's something I think about like with alien like crop circles, where it's like I feel like that's not made like it's made by aliens who are like drunk alien like hillbillies, or like, you know, we're talking about a super advanced civilization. I think
Listen,
this is my opinion. I think crop circles are the equivalent of cow tipping.
I've been all over the world. Doesn't matter how advanced a civilization is. Drunk teenage kids are drunk teenage kids. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that crop circles are just like egging someone's house, just with super advanced technology. Like that's what I think crop circles are. I don't even think they're hoaxes. Alien civilizations, like either teenagers or just drunk young adults, just being like, let's make these crop circles. Let's just throw a bunch of crop circles on the out there.
It'll be fun, man. Come on.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Aliens are real. Sweary. Yeah. Superman's name in God and Monsters is Hernan Guerra. Was it? I thought he was meant to be Russian, but I might be thinking of, because most of my God and Monsters was from the animated TV, the animated movie that they did. That's Red Sun. Oh yeah, that is Red Sun. Yeah, no, that's Red Sun. But that was Red Sun. Which is, well, I guess, you know, because I'm going off the God and Monsters movie where it's Batman is actually is closer to Man-Bat, an actual vampire. Cryptid Batman would be a cool concept. I mean, they kind of did that with God and Monsters, where he is actually Kurt Langstrom, Man-Bat, and then Wonder Woman in that was from Apocalypse, or was she from? What was the opposite of Apocalypse?
The New Gods.
The New Gods. Yeah, it was New Genesis.
Yes.
New Genesis. It was New Genesis. But I don't know. I guess my idea of just like, I guess my idea is that the metapet creature, the whole reason he landed on is just because he's drunk, and his whole like border hopping, country hopping scheme is just him being drunk, and that's why he ends up in a dive bar and selling space tequila.
Yeah, I've been there. I also took a year off to backpack through Europe drunk and high. It was a good year.
Were you okay? Did you end up okay? Well, you know what?
I came back to the church after that, actually. Yes.
Oh, well, congratulations. But what is Mapinguari?
So the Mapinguari is really interesting. The Mapinguari.
Okay.
It's a Brazilian cryptid. It's an Amazonian shaman who discovered the key to immortality.
Ooh, I like this. This one has actual lore besides being an ape. So, thanks for stopping by, Sean. Have a great one.
He angered the gods and was punished for this. So they transformed his body from a human into that of a wandering hairy beast. So he would have to go and wander the jungles of the Amazon for the rest of his life, unable to properly enjoy his ill-begotten long life that he refused to go and share with others.
Very Cain-coded. I like that. You know, the myths of Cain being, you know, Cain the first murderer, not legacy of Cain or Cain from, you know, ancient circus, but the ideas of Cain being, after killing Abel, was sort of granted immortality and became, you know, that sort of Cain. But yeah. I like that. That's fascinating. I'm gonna put. Sorry.
He's an easy A tier because of just the background on him.
Yeah, see, a lot of the lore is a lot of what sells a lot of these cryptids. For me, it is their lore.
Oh yeah, like I said, like a lot like I said, I don't like a lot of the Bigfoot variants because there's no lore behind them. It's just like there's a creature. I'm like okay, anything there? No.
I want the folklore. I want it. The area that's from and the local culture. You know, I want. That's what I want. The Dover demon. I remember the Dover demon. It's devil I guess that's devil, not demon.
Yeah,
but
so
I
Dover
don't know the
Demon.
Dover Demon's lore.
Okay, the Dover Demon is a Massachusetts cryptid. There was a big scare of these creatures in the 70s. They have gray alien-like features. Eyes that grow orange. It's naked apparently all the time. It is not.
I mean, how many of these cryptids are naked? I feel like that doesn't.
I mean,
do not wear clothes.
I mean,
the monkey man.
The monkey man of New Delhi wore clothes. He got himself pants.
He got pants that were surprisingly not metal, but you know what? Fair enough.
But apparently it's not an alien. It's not a UFO. Apparently, that's what they say. But But there's no real lore behind it. It's just people saw this weird creature one day in a large group in the 70s. From
the 70s.
Yeah, from the I think early 70s to late 70s, I believe. But like, there's no lore behind it. I'm like, okay, that's it. It's just
this is the one where there's no lore actually works for it though. Compared to the other Sasquatches, the other hominids, it's like, okay, it's another hominid. This one not having any lore, it's just being this weird bulbous creature. That is part of, I think, it just shows up and disappears. See, that adds to a mystery. That adds to a mystery, and it's not like anything there. So I think having no lore in this case actually helps it out, because it just appears. I'm gonna put that in A tier just because that is mystery incarnate.
For me, it's like okay, but where did it go after the 70s? No body.
Yeah, where did it go?
That's
part of the mystery. That's part of the mystery. Next, we have, this is one I'm not familiar with, but I like the image. Road monster.
Grunch Road. That sounds familiar. Do I have that?
Grunch sounds like it would be a type of candy bar. Like a crunch bar, but it's a grunch bar. It's like a grungy candy. Well, it doesn't sound very appetizing, actually.
Let's see here. Grunch Road monster. That's in my Chupacabra folder.
Ooh, let's go there.
It is Grunch Road monster. This is a chupacabra that was sighted in New Orleans. The reptilian chupacabra. Okay, cool. Unlike its, go ahead.
I was just gonna say a lot of saying the reptilian chupacabra. The pictures of chupacabra are already kind of reptilian.
I know, but you have some that have for some reason started using the mange one for some reason, and it's awful looking.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep, so this was first sighting is unknown, but can be sighted as far back as 1763. Jesus.
So wait, doesn't that predate the chupacabra then?
I don't know if that predates it, but apparently it's been in the New Orleans area since before the founding of America.
So then the native peoples there, or I guess who was living in if it was before the founding, then there was probably a tribe that was living there. I mean, Oh, Swear, what do you mean, Swear? What do you mean, And also, hi, I don't know if I said hi, Sweary. I mean, sort of. Oh, are you talking about like the Chupacabra, this being before the Chupacabra? I lived there. Oh, you're a new, wait, are you Cajun? Swear, are you Cajun? Are you a Cajun? Cajun? Are you a swamp French? The American swamp French? Oh, interesting. Okay. I don't know anything about this creature. I should put him in the I just think he sounds really cool and he looks cool. And I like his name, the Grunch Road monster.
Yeah, the last sighting of him was in 2007, apparently.
Oh, that was
not that long ago.
Not that long ago. I mean, it is in the scheme of our lives, but yeah. Old Green Eyes. Old Green Eyes. This is a fascinating one. I've never heard of Old Green.
Old Green Eyes. Do I have anything on Old Green Eyes?
Wait, no.
I don't think I do.
No, wait a minute. Hold on. Old Green Eyes. No, I'm digging into my neural archives.
I don't have anything on this one.
Yeah, I don't have anything, but it sounds extremely vaguely familiar. That I've heard of Old Green Eyes somewhere. But I got nothing. But the Frank Shaw's gargoyle, I feel like I've heard of a gargoyle cryptid, but I don't know if this is the Frank Shaw's one.
I don't know what the difference is between the Frank Shaw's and like the other depictions of gargoyles, because the gargoyles are there to scare away,
protect the church. Yeah.
Yeah, protect the church and scare away evil
like
spirits,
monsters.
essentially. Let's see here. Frank Shaw's gargoyle.
Wait, has there been a gargoyle VTuber?
I'm sure there
Probably has,
one.
right? There must be one.
There's a Weeping Angel VTuber. I assume.
Yeah, I know about her. I think I don't remember her name. Frank Shaw. I'm a big fan of Disney's gargoyle. Just here because gargoyles are cool. My favorite gargoyle being Brooklyn, and then probably Goliath.
Here, Frank Shaw was a NASA archivist in 1986.
Ooh,
Ran into a
NASA.
gargoyle-like creature.
We got some lore. We got some lore on Old Green Eyes from Felix. He says he's a ghost or demon of some kind that supposedly haunts a Civil War battlefield. When I saw him, when I saw the version of him from Wartime Stories, I compared him to Frontline. I've still not played Girls Frontline. I've seen a lot of ads for it, but that sounds cool. I like.
See, the number one ad you should do is just watch the video I posted. Me playing the game.
All right, fine. I'll do that.
It's 30 seconds long, and you'll go, how do I get this character? She's the current banner character. So now it's
Wait, didn't 2B make a cameo in there, like a guest character?
That's Nikkei, I believe.
Oh, that's Nikkei. Okay, I'm getting my Nikkei and my Girls Frontline confused.
Girls Frontline is a tactical RPG.
Okay, I'm getting Nikkei. I'm getting my Nikkei and my Blue Archives and my Girls Frontline and all that. That was Nikkei, but DP. Wait, I think I know who you're talking about. The DP12 Helen looks like the one you're talking about. Dizzy. I do remember that one.
Yes, that is the video I posted, by the way.
Fair enough. Also, what is the Enfield horror? That again, some of these are just they're scraping the surface of my brain, but I can't put lore to their
a name
names.
like that's gonna be so hard to search files here. Enfield or let's just use Enfield, because Enfield horror is going to.
Gosh, I feel like you're the Pigman equivalent of what was his name, like Bell, who was the sort of paranormal alien.
I've been doing cryptid panels for almost a decade.
Oh.
So like
interesting.
So like this is my tism.
Fair enough. You know,
this is my tism, essentially.
Is it Art Bell? Is that his name? Is it? He was like a famous radio host who talked about like cryptids and aliens.
Yes.
Paranormal Bros. Where are you at? Well, this is the stream for you. Like I'm a big cryptid fan, but apparently Don has here. Apparently I'm learning a lot too, because there's.
I love the history of cryptids and folklore and like all
so
those
awesome.
things. It like so whenever there's a cryptid with no history, I'm like ugh, and I kind of move on. But if there's history and there's stuff there, I'm like ooh, what's this?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Enfield horror, 1970s cryptid in Illinois. It's some kind of creature associated with strange lights, phantom black panthers, and thunderbirds. What?
Whoa, we're bringing up the Thunderbird already. Wow.
Let's see here.
I think isn't the Thunderbird sort of like a trio of like certain cryptids? Like there was the underwater panther, and then another.
Yeah, this is one of them that's associated with it. This is a creature that had 3 legs on it, a short body, 2 little short arms, 2 pink eyes, and stood 4.5 feet tall, grayish color. It was trying to break into the house of a man. He shot his pistol at it. He hit it multiple times, and it didn't move.
Yeah, that sounds like it's probably comes from somewhere where I live in the peripheral worlds. It sounds like a little monstrous creature, a little creature. I'm gonna put him up there because he wasn't. I was just lost.
I'm gonna make him
because he's a 3-legged
B tier because I need to go further into this. This is just part of the Thunderbird series. So I'm like, okay, like I have cryptids in cryptids here. It's just
cryptids. You might say you are encrypted cryptids.
The Grafton monster.
The Grafton Monster. Okay, I've heard of the Grafton Monster. I think it's in Fallout 76, isn't it?
I believe so. Yeah. It's one. Yeah, it's one of them. And it's another West Virginia monster.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I know this is a white monster like me, except it's probably different. But the Grafton Monster, I'm drawing a blank on some of the details about the Grafton Monster.
Yeah. So
I'm drawing a blank.
As far as we know, the Grafton Monster is docile. It has never attacked anyone. There has been multiple sightings of it in the 50s and 60s. Pretty much. He tends to just hang out in the woods. There was a big push to find and capture the monster in the early 60s after a radio host declared he would pay money if anyone had any proof.
Grafton Monster. He just seems, you know what? The Grafton Monster just kind of reminds me of the Hodag.
He just hangs out. He don't hurt nobody.
He's just a cool guy. I'm putting him in B just because he's chill. You know,
he's a chill guy. He goes up in B.
Yeah. He doesn't seem like he's bothering anyone. Just hanging out in the woods.
Now is this next one a cousin of yours?
It could be. I don't remember hearing about this is a new one to me. The one after the Mongolian Death say about, because the Mongolian Death Worm's really cool, but the Bremerton Monstrosity, that's a new one. That's an entirely new one to me.
That is a Pacific Northwest cryptid, if I remember correctly.
Really? I would have thought that it would have been, given the name, the Bremerton, I would have thought it would have been like Ireland or England, you know?
No, if I remember correctly, it's a sea cryptid. I want to say either
sea monster.
I want to say
from
Washington
Southeast
State?
Asia. Oh wait, is it from Seattle? We're talking about a Seattle monster here.
Let's see here.
Because if so, I'll probably put him in D tier.
Nope. I'm dead wrong. I'm dead wrong.
Oh.
No, I am right. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm confused because the victim in this is named Virginia. So I was like, no, I'm dead wrong. Oh my God, I pull up the file. No, I am right.
Oh, I love stuff like that. Okay, it's confusing too.
Yeah, 1948, Virginia Staples. She lived in Bremerton, Washington State. It's a town that's surrounded by water on 3 sides.
Ooh, okay. That already sounds very.
This was the peak of World War II. There were lots of residents there. The apartment where I lived had a gigantically huge basement. The huge apartment houses were close together. They all had basements, and they were all in old buildings. There were huge holes in the walls for the adjoining buildings. The apartment house manager used to tell me that it was rumored there was a passage to the water. So supposedly, because of these giant holes and access to the water, this creature got into her apartment. In one of the huge holes in the basement, there stood a thing. It was horrible. It stood 5 feet tall. The creature was as tall as I was. It had bright orange colored body, little spidery thin legs, and antenna on its head. It kept moving back in and out. That thing started towards me. I backed out of the basement and got up out of my apartment, and I packed all of my things and I moved. I was so scared, I moved over to Seattle to my cousins. So apparently,
I don't think he's related to me. He's a manlet. He's a monsterlet. So
yeah, he's short, but he's got spider legs and apparently some kind of aquatic creature. That's what I have here.
I mean, I have some aquatic history. I'm putting him in.
I'm gonna put him as
design.
a C.
His design kind of, yeah, he sounds neat, but like it's a manlet. Like I'm not really interested. But this next one, the Mongolian Death, I love this one, especially because I feel like this one could especially be real. So the Mongolian Deathworm is really interesting because think about it. If you think about like worms, you probably think of or worms that travel through the sand. You probably, everyone probably goes to Dune, right? With the Arrakis and their giant sandworms. But before there was that, there was the Mongolian Deathworm. Now, as far as I know, records of the Mongolian Death don't have it to be like as big as the sandworms from Dune, which are like, bigger than whales, right? But the Mongolian Deathworm is it's not all that big. I think it's only about as big as, I would say probably about as big as my leg or lower or upper leg. But what's interesting about the Mongolian deathworm, as far as my knowledge knows, it lives out in the Gobi Desert. So we're talking like a proper desert. If there's a desert, most people, when they think of like a desert that is, mostly sand, is probably the Sahara, but the Gobi comes pretty close. The Gobi Desert comes very, very close. And there's a lot of dunes in the Gobi Desert. There's also some interesting plants in the Gobi Desert, which have been eaten by certain creatures. And I think they have an interesting, like they have a high acid content in their roots, if I'm remembering correctly. The interesting about the Mongolian deathworm is that in its defense, how it attacks people is that it transmits an electric shock, but that electric shock seems to come from a sort of spit.
Wow, okay.
This is as far as I remember. So it's possible that, like, when I was watching like a cryptid documentary by a guy who was talking about Mongolian deathworms and their lore and their history, it's very possible that this thing was sort of almost spitting like a type of battery acid, like a very conductive acid that both burned and electrocuted when it came in contact with the air, which is very, very fascinating. And honestly, it's something that I could believe that there is a creature like that. That is a Mongolian deathworm. I'm putting it in S tier because even though it's not like the most imposing monster, like it's not the most imposing cryptid, right? And it's small. It's not that big, but it is the grandfather of all worms, as far as I know. It's the grandfather of wormish monsters, right?
Yep.
And it has a lot of cool lore. As far as I know, there are people in Mongolia who have cited it, and we're talking about people who don't live in the cities, but more so are very nomadic, who live in, traditional yurts, who live near the desert. Mongolian deathworm, love my Mongolian deathworm, but also I'm a big fan of Mongolia in general. Mongolia's cool, especially if you're a dinosaur kid. There's a lot of like fossils you can find in Mongolia. Mongolia's cool, and also, it's where Genghis Khan is from, and I love Mongolia. Mongolia's cool.
Any
Mongolia.
mice cryptids? I don't know of any mice cryptids too.
There is. I have strong vermophobia, so I immediately hate it. We're not getting any cryptids, so. But this one maybe because you are Hispanic, and I guess I'm throwing out. This is the minhakao.
So to properly say this, you would need to go and speak Portuguese.
Oh, it's Portuguese? I thought it was going to be Nahuatl or something. Oh, okay. You know what? Fine. Okay, wait. Okay, hold on. I have Latam. Wait, do we have any Brazilian Mongols? Do we have any Brazilian? I swear we have one Brazilian Mongol. I'm forgetting one. I'm sorry.
This is a Brazilian cryptid. It's an earthworm-like cryptid. It supposedly exists in the forests of South America. It resembles a giant worm with scaly black skin. It has a really visible mouth and a pair of tentacle-like structures protruding from its head.
Okay, I like that.
Supposedly, this thing goes back as far as the Cretaceous period. So it is supposedly a cryptid that has lasted since the dinosaur age. It used to be able to go in water, but has since lost that ability through evolution.
Oh, so we're not even talking about a single creature, but possibly multiple species. Oh. It's not a deathworm. It's not a Mongolian deathworm cup. Also, sorry about this. I will be right back. Mind keeping my demongrels
I will keep everyone.
If you have any more share, I'll be right back. Rocky is in need.
No problem.
So be right back.
I'm gonna move that over to C for me personally. Anyone have anything they're looking for specifically? I might have something off the top of my head. Please don't ask me about vampires. I know so much about vampires. I don't want to talk about vampires. I would need several panels to talk about the entire history of vampires. Everyone good? I hope everyone can still hear me. Both chats get quiet. I get nervous. That's okay. That's all right. I know a way. I know the way. Where are we? Where are we? What is next? The boneless. Is that the snail? Let me check really fast. The boneless. I believe that's the snail. The snail. Boneless.
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
Vermophobia is a fear of worms. Every time I think of the word vermin, maybe it's because Skaven, but I think of vermin as like rats or related to rats.
I'm trying to... The boneless.
Oh, we're on to the boneless now. I'm guessing it's some sort of big slug. I've never heard of it, so...
Let's see here. The boneless. It is a space slug from England.
Wait, a space slug?
Space slug.
Space slug.
Yeah, let's see here.
It's a space slug. I mean, I feel like... That's all right.
Slug like cryptid that captured the imagination of locals and cryptid enthusiasts alike when it was reportedly sighted during a particularly eerie late night in the September 1950s. John Davies rode his motorcycle along a winding road, blah, blah, blah. Don't care about the winding road. I hate when they have to, like, give me this long story about how the scene looked. Just tell me he was riding his motorcycle.
Yeah. I was hoping that if this was going to be England and slugs, it was going to be the stories of, knights fighting giant snails. And instead it's a space slug, which I guess that's kind of interesting, but like it's kind of what I expect from space. Like the bare minimum.
It's just a giant slug. That's all I have here.
It's just a giant slug.
Just a giant slug. Right. Apparently it couldn't fly?
Fly?
Well, fly is the wrong word. It moves like it would normally on like the ground, but it goes up in the air.
So they wouldn't love you if you were a worm. I guess not. Good thing I'm not a worm at this moment. Yeah, I don't have anything to say about that. Sounds like, I don't know, that doesn't sound all that fascinating. I'm just putting an unknown tier. I don't know, something called
the boneless.
I was expecting
something
that
more.
Sounds yeah, exactly. When you have something called and then the bone, it sounds like it sounds like something from Darksiders or like something from I don't know, like Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go.
Yeah, there's nothing special about this. I was like, oh, he was riding his motorcycle. He nearly crashed. He saw a slug that was a giant slug. I went, okay.
The boneless pizza. The boneless pizza.
The boneless. Listen, I like my pizza the way I like my wings. Boneless.
All right. Next, we got the Tatzelworm. I know about the Tatzelworm.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna put it in B tier because I'm familiar with it, but it's compared to some of the other sort of worms, and when we, worm as in W-U-R-M or W or Y-R-M, worm as in dragon, more serpentine dragon, and the Tatzelworm is kind of like a cat mixed with actually I'm probably gonna put it in C tier. The Tatzelworm is just kind of, as far as I remember, it's like a cat, but it's got like a dragon body. It's like a little dragon cat. It's a neat mascot character, but yeah.
Nothing
yeah, Tatzelworms. Yeah, and also
the next one's a Japanese cryptid,
and is probably like the most famous Japanese cryptid, if I'm being honest, because it's an actual cryptid and not a. Well, is the Tsuchinoko a cryptid or a yokai? I know it's a cryptid, but
it is also a yokai, but it is in the cryptid cryptozoology book.
As far as I know, the Tsuchinoko is the most interesting thing about snake. Like, compared to other yokai and even Japanese cryptid, I mean, we were talking about the Hokkaido wolf, and the Hokkaido wolf's interesting, but like, Tsuchinoko, I don't hate the Tsuchinoko, but it's kind of just very plain Jane to me, like, it sounds like it's so, like, it doesn't even sound like so far-fetched. It's a very fat snake, it's a silly fat snake, and it's a cute mascot character, but wait, is there Tsuchinoko? I mean, there's snake VTubers. Has there been a Tsuchinoko VTuber? There must be at least one.
Let me. I'm gonna search the internet really fast. Garakathy, tell me.
All right.
Garakathy, tell me.
Grothic. I like the Tsuchinoko, but it doesn't inspire three tail, like, not you tail. But like also there's the next one I've never heard of. Well, pull up some stuff on it, but the growing crested cobra sounds super cool, like way cooler than the like, it looks like it's a mix between a cobra and or it's like a cobra with a, you know, a rooster's, what do they call it, crest. Maybe it makes rooster, no, wait, rooster and snake. Isn't that a cockatrice though?
Let's see, the crowing crested cobra. It's a blanket term used for crested noise-making venomous snakes. What?
There's not even any cool. There's nothing else. That's it. That's it.
Apparently, it's a bunch of other snakes can make bird noises.
Oh, that's lame.
And it's
I was expecting something way cooler.
So was I. I'm not going to lie.
Oh. I guess I'm putting it in D tier. Like the image made it sound like.
Now there's a famous one known as Boo Boo, that was 12 feet tall or 12 feet long.
Okay, wait. Well, I guess I'm not gonna put Boo Boo. It's not Boo Boo, but that okay. I do want to know more about Boo Boo. Sounds like a yoga pose. It does. The next one we have is the flying snake. I'm gonna put it in D because I already know flying snakes exist.
Yeah,
they're an actual real species. There's not really even a. They're not even. I don't know how their crypt is. Flying snakes are a real thing. I mean, you guess they're less flying and more gliding. But like,
okay, there is a or there might still be one, but there was one named Yumi Tsuchinoko. She was an English independent VTuber in October 2022.
Fun.
Let's see if she's still active.
All right, we were talking about Tsuchinoko VTubers. There was one. Okay.
When was her last live? Her last live was 3 days ago. She's still active.
Oh, nice. Who knows? Maybe one day either of us will collab with her. But well, you never know. All right,
Giant Congo snake.
There's a movie about. Yeah. Also, this is Giant Congo snake is so boring. Like, especially because I think this Mbembe is also from the Congo, if I remember, and is way. It's implied to either be a plesiosaur or a sauropod, and I like that. I'm putting him in S tier because I like Mokole Mbembe. He's really cool.
You're absolutely right about that. So, you know.
Yeah, that's cool because again, it factors into like the Congo is it's one of those areas. Same with like Appalachia. Same with certain areas where the Congo is super dense. Like there's a whole bunch of different creatures there, and so there's a whole bunch of different mystery. Mokele and Mbembe is really cool. Dinosaur plus 100 points. Yeah, exactly. Listen, you're talking to two dinosaur lovers growing up. So obviously we're gonna put them in there. The Lake Tanganyika monster. Completely new to me.
This is an African monster, if I remember correctly.
I guess that would be. It does sound. I was thinking of either South America or Africa.
Tanzania.
Tanzania.
Tanzania. Yep, I was right. African.
I'm not familiar with this one. I'm not. Yeah. Okay. This next one's probably African. Mbeluntu. This is. Mbeluntu.
Let me check. Mbeluntu. Stop trying to fix my spelling. Windows.
Is that Swahili? Is Mbeluntu Swahili? No, it's probably another, because there's so many different dialects from Africa.
No, that's not right. Let's see here.
It must be. I wonder if this one's related to Mokele and
It's a neo-dinosaurian cryptid from Zambia.
Okay,
some Zambian, so.
Oh, Zambia.
It's Mozambique.
Mozambique. Oh, okay. You know, I'm putting. You know, I mean, even though he's unknown, I'm in it just because he looks cool. I like that. I like. Champ, I know about Champ. I know about Champ, Lake Champlain monster. Champ is very interesting because there has been, I think there's been even more photos of Champ than there has been of. And not gonna lie, my African geography is very lacking. Interestingly enough, I think Africa was one of my best when I took geography. Africa was the one I remember the most, primarily, which is ironic because for the longest time I didn't think South Africa was a country. I thought it was a region, despite having a map of the earth in my room at the time. I don't know how that happened, especially, you know, primarily I also remember Africa because of Djibouti and Kenya and the Serengeti and Mount Kilimanjaro. Like if you watched Animal Planet, you knew all about, or at least knew, you were exposed to Africa and Australia and a bunch of other places, you know, exposed to a bunch of different places across the world where there's a lot of really interesting creatures. But Champ is interesting because I think he's is he Canadian American? No, I think he's Canadian. He's Lake Champlain. He's basically the North American version of Nessie, the actual one that has the most lore to him. I'm putting Champ in S tier. Champ is very fascinating and also kind of hits close to home. So there's a bit of bias there. There's a bit of bias, even though he's not from Course Lab, but it's North American, so you know.
Yep. The next one is
Ogopogo.
Now, you'll never guess where this one's in.
See, I know about Ogopogo, but I can't remember where he's from. I can't remember where he's from right now at the moment. Isn't he from South Africa? Or not South Africa, South America?
Nope.
Wait, is he
Canada.
He is Canada. He's another Canadian. Okay. He's another. Wait. What if, just like the year end, this is another Canadian VTuber in the mix, waiting. The Ogopogo VTuber, part of Phase Connect. I mean, think about it. It could happen.
I haven't seen too many monster VTubers from Phase Connect. They've stuck with animals and stars and.
I mean, Dizzy's kind of she's a sea angel and sort of a sea parasite. So she's kind of monstrous, and she has a monster form.
I think the closest we've gotten so far has been the siren and the vampire.
Yeah, fair enough. So Ogopogo, I don't remember Ogopogo.
Ogopogo is a more documented version of the Loch Ness Monster in the lake of, oh god, I'm gonna mispronounce this, Lake Okanagan.
Almost sounds Egyptian.
Okanagan. You know, I wish Canada would just name everything to something English or French instead of letting everything stay with the original tribe.
I don't know. I kind of like it because every Quebec would get Ottawa, and I think some of those names are pretty funny. But I guess they're harder to pronounce. But then we got Manapogo, which I'm guessing is from Mana.
My favorite movie when I was 6 years old was Wayne's World. Okay, and I would say Milwaukee. Milwaukee.
Yeah.
And I was eventually told, stop saying that, you sound like an asshole.
Wait, what? For saying Milwaukee?
Milwaukee.
That's crazy. So what about, is Manapogo just Timu? Is that just Timu Ogopogo?
Yeah, essentially it's
all right. I'm gonna put him in D tier just because he just sounds like not as interesting. I think Champ is the most interesting of the Canadian one.
Yep, Raystown Ray. I believe that's another North American one. Let me check really fast.
I'm not familiar with Raystown Ray or Caddy or Kusi the Kusi.
Kusi, I believe, is Wisconsin's, but I have to double check.
Bessie,
Ray.
and then what is all of these? We've got a whole bunch of Loch Ness monsters after. We've got. Okay, so I'm not familiar with Caddy. I'm not familiar with Kessie or Kusi. I'm not familiar with Bessie.
I'm just moving them all down to D, because all of the Loch Ness variants never have any decent lore to them.
Yeah, this one is interesting because it looks like this is either Swedish or Norwegian, or at least Scandinavian. Lagarflock worm, the Lagarflock worm. Not familiar with this one. This one is new to me, but from the spelling, it's definitely Scandinavian for sure.
Yeah, I can't even type that too. Lagar, Flawed. Jesus.
The Agarthan worm. Ooh, that does sound cool. That sounds cool. The worm who guys. Actually, looking at the picture, as far as I can tell, it looks like a bunch of entrails, like someone's intestines, big intestines. So maybe we're doing what is it like those blob creatures?
It's a lake monster that may be a serpent or dragon.
Okay. Not all that.
First sighting is 1345. Jesus.
That's okay. We're going way back.
Yep.
We're busting out the fossil near the
was
not the fossil record yet, but
1749.
interesting. Also, there is one thing on here we haven't gone to yet. That sounds like a slur. Mud mermaid sounds like a slur. Does it not? Does it not sound like a slur?
Which one? Where is it? I don't see it.
It's beneath Dobhard Shoe. It's in the next row. It is mud mermaids. That sounds like a slur of some kind.
Or a Dojin.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
Sounds like a Dojin name to me. That's...
Oh my gosh, you're right. It does sound like a Dojin name. Oh. Okay, next we got a bunch of Loch Ness monsters. I feel like are these just iterations on a very dirty side? Are you saying that Sinon, Size of Siren is a mud?
No, our Say-So Siren would never let you play in the mud, okay?
Yeah.
All right. She has strictly stated she loves cream pies. They are delicious, apparently.
She's talking about the oatmeal ones, right? Like the oatmeal.
I assume so.
I hope so.
She was saying how her senpais gave her cream pies.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming it was the tasty cakes.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Next, we've got the George. We've got a whole bunch of. I feel like these are just illustrations of the same Loch Ness monster.
It's all just the same thing. Let's.
Listen, I'm aware of that slur.
Let's go down to the Dingo deck because I don't like these. These are all just Loch Ness monster subderivatives, including Sinkhole Sam.
Sinkhole Sam.
It's a Loch Ness monster that creates sinkholes.
That sounds kind of cool though. I'm not gonna lie. River. Seen the River Thames. It's not impressive. You are.
Dabu is just. Yeah. Wait, Palrika. That's not a Loch Ness monster derivative. What are you? Palrayuk. Do I have that?
Give me 1 second here. Oh, I gotta grab something from off the top of my throne.
There you go. I don't have anything on the Palrayuk, so I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know either. It looks sort of like a catfish of some side. Let me see here. Next we got the Palrayuk, or I guess you went over that, didn't you?
Yeah. Yep, I have no information on that, so I have no clue what that is.
We're getting to some ones that I'm not even.
Flathead.
Yeah, we're getting Flathead Lake Monster.
That is just a hippo.
Let's see, a hippo. Oh, okay, yeah. Hold on. Yo, Gravetown, welcome. Flathead Lake Monster. That does just kind of look like a hippo. Tahoe Tessie just. That doesn't seem like a cryptid, and more like maybe a grocery store mascot. So
apparently
Flathead Lake Monster.
Flathead Lake Monster is a lake monster in Montana. It's been there since the Native American lore. It's just a freaking hippo.
Yeah, it does look like it. It just looks like a very feminine hippo for some reason. Hippo with a smooth render, yeah. Like a very nice looking hippo. Next we got the Beast of Busco.
Beast of Busco. That's one I have some information on. Let's see here.
You know, I was thinking it does look like Gloria from Madagascar, the Flathead Lake Monster. It really does. It really does.
So the Beast of Busco is a giant snapping turtle located in Indiana.
You know that I should think that's kind of lame. At the same time, I don't know. A giant snapping turtle sounds really cool. I'm putting him in B tier because I like the idea of a giant snapping turtle. Because like
apparently,
snapping turtles, alligator snapping turtles
injured
are.
someone and took their fingers.
How big was it? It was giant, right? So we're talking bigger than snapping turtle.
It's about the size of a large dog apparently. So it's about 4 feet tall.
Okay, so we're talking a mastiff-sized turtle, like okay. I'm putting him in B. I know, just because I think alligator snapping turtles are really cool.
Yeah, but
like
the funny part is, it ran away after it took the person's hand, and they never found it.
Okay. I kind of like that. Next, we got Lao. I'm guessing this is probably Chinese or East Asian.
Let's see here. LAU. I don't think I have anything on this one.
I mean, here's the thing though. Giant catfish that can swallow people, that's not, I mean, just watch River Monsters. That is not a cryptid, you know?
That's
Heck,
just
they're giant. Yeah, there's giant catfish in England, if I remember correctly. Like the illustrations of giant catfish in England, there's some big catfish in England. There's big catfish in the US. There's the biggest catfish in South America where they'll die swallowing whole people. They're big.
Oh yeah.
I haven't heard of Lao. So I'm not. Yeah, I had one and he kept climbing a 15 fence. Turtles are fast. I mean, they can be fast. It depends on the turtle. I guess. I mean, turtles and tortoises are different. So, but this one is definitely Japanese. It's Takataro. Hi Rocky.
Takataro. Giant fish in the Yamagata prefecture. So yeah, Japanese.
Japanese. Not familiar with it, but I know there's giant salamanders, like huge salamanders in Japan. So
yeah, there's no
Sinkhole Sam, you said is just a Loch Ness monster that can. Okay.
Let me see if I have anything on it. Sinkhole Sam. Sinkhole Sam.
Sinkhole Sam does sound pretty cool though. He sounds like a Banjo-Kazooie character.
Yeah, he's just another Loch Ness monster derivative.
Okay, next we got the Bear Lake Monster. Bear Lake Monster isn't real. There was a confirmed hoax that someone made it up. Serious Sam's cousin, Sinkhole Sam. Yeah, the Bear Lake Monster was never real, unfortunately.
Yeah,
there wasn't even any. Bear Lake is cool, but the Bear Lake Monster was unfortunately. There's not even like any. As far as I know, there's not really anything more interesting. Like it was confirmed, someone made it up. Next, we got the Dingo Deck. I've never heard of the Dingo Deck.
The Dingo Deck is so this comes from European explorers in the late 19th century.
Oh, okay. So
from the jungles
not that far back.
From the jungles of West Africa. It's an unknown creature that they saw that walked on 4 legs like a tiger with long prehensile teeth in the front. A
Dingo Deck, my baby.
And had scales.
That sounds entirely plausible. That sounds entirely like something real. Like not like too outrageous. I mean, granted, some of these could probably be real, but some of them feel.
Absolutely.
I'm not familiar with the Dingo Deck. The Dingo Deck. Next we got the Mahamba. This just seems like a big crocodile, and I like crocodiles.
It is just a big crocodile.
But listen, I love crocodiles, but I'm gonna put them in D because it's a big crocodile. We all know those exist. I mean, there's prehistoric crocodiles that were bigger than dinosaurs. And there's like saltwater crocodiles, like it's having it abnormally. I mean, Gustav existed. Existed. Who, for all we know, he's probably still around. Given that crocodiles, maybe he died. I think what probably killed Gustav was getting too big and getting too unable to move, probably, and not being able to catch anything. But who knows? You know about Gustav, right? The crocodile.
Yeah. This next one is kind kind of terrifying if you ever swim in rivers.
Well, fun fact, I know that Jaws was inspired by real Mississippi.
Yep.
So, yeah.
So here's another United States cryptid. This one in Arkansas, in White River, Arkansas, of course.
Ooh, Arkansas. Arkansas.
Arkansas. This is a large fish-like creature with teeth that go beyond its jaw. Like you know
okay,
those pictures of like deep sea fish with the jaw.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like.
Okay, I've never heard of this, but I'm like, that's very monstrous. I'm putting him in A just by that alone.
There were several accounts of attacks in the 1915 to 1920. It continued on until 1971, and the last sighting of this creature, which was by a man who got a terrible chunk taken out of his arm in 1973. Jesus.
Goodness.
Yeah. So either this creature's been around for 60 years or it's had babies. So
that is nightmare fuel. That is like, granted, probably something that deep sea would be like, that's a deep sea adaptation, but like that, we've seen that with real creatures. And I mean, if you look up tigerfish, which are African, probably one of the scariest looking fish ever. They have exterior teeth and like they've got very sharp teeth that are sort of like a jaw. Like it doesn't sound
implausible.
I like that. Yeah. Oof. The Brosno dragon is one that I am not familiar with in the slightest.
The word dragon immediately pulls up 17 different files.
Yeah, I imagine so. It's dragons after all. So.
Is there a Brosno dragon? It's my Russian file? Yeah, it's a Russian lake monster. Okay.
I mean, that's at least interesting because I mean, huge.
There. Many people believe the existence of a separately, it may be a mutant beaver or giant pike of 100 to 150 years old. Mutant beaver, Jesus, what?
Mutant beaver.
Why would you call it a dragon?
Yeah, why would you call it mutant beaver? The Balkali seals are in lake, but wait, there's lake seals? I know Swery in my chat is a big seal person. I didn't know there was lake seals.
There are lake seals?
Well, actually, no, wait, I think I did because I think there are some seals that live in the Great Lakes, that migrate to the Great Lakes. I thought so. Lake Bacile is huge. Interesting. Absolutely huge. Okay. It must be that big, and maybe it doesn't show up on a map because it's already that big. So next we got Augie.
Okay.
Oh, no, go ahead. No.
What happened?
Go ahead.
I lost my cryptid. Okay, good. I was gonna say so what's funny about this is apparently the lake that it is in is full of fractures that have volcano vents.
Ooh. I mean, granted, there's a bunch of weird stuff in Russia. Russia, I feel like the wildlands of Russia don't get talked about enough because it's so big. But I remember watching something, and there's like spheres in Russia that are radioactive. And there's also been like a bunch of, whenever meteors manage to hit, a lot of them mostly hit in Russia, which makes sense. It's the biggest landmass.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just surprised it don't hit America more often. Hey, Book Mage, how you doing?
Russian tundra feels like the perfect place for cryptids. It really does, especially like, I would think that, we've got a lot of like big hairy Sasquatches. I don't think I've ever heard of a Russian Sasquatch, and that feels like they would definitely fit in there.
It would. So Augie, if I remember correctly, is it's New York's Loch Ness monster. Yeah, it is.
What part of New York?
Syracuse.
Not the city, right? We're not. Okay, Syracuse. Okay. Richie Ice lives in the Russian tundra. Trust me, I believe it. I would believe it.
Oh, excuse me. It's a salamander-like creature. So it goes up on.
Oh, a salamander.
Yep.
I vaguely
Excuse the
remember
noise
Augie, but just
outside.
not
People
enough.
are apparently home from with their motorcycles.
All right. We've got mud mermaids, and this is the one that sounds like a dojin and or.
All right. So first, let's mud mermaids. Let's see what we got here.
Mud
God,
mermaids.
the word mermaids alone just pulls up everything. Okay.
Yeah, I bet it does. That
Okay.
sounds exactly. Mermaids have always been a big cryptid thing, so.
It's here. It's Ohio.
Ohio?
No,
That is
no,
both surprising and not surprising at the same
okay,
time.
Yes, and no. It's so the mud mermaids are a cryptid living. It's a cryptid that's amphibious. It's a reptilian humanoid creature. It was last seen in Indiana in 1891, or that was
Welcome
first
back
spotted.
to Indiana.
Indiana. It's in the Ohio River in Indiana. So there you go.
Oh, okay. It's just like how there's a place like we've got. I think there's a city in Kentucky, or is it Kentucky City that's in Missouri?
Something like that.
Trying
But
to
here it's roughly 5 feet tall, yellowish skins, webbed hands, sharp claws, pointed ears, no hair. No hair?
No hair. Then how do we
Man,
get mermaids?
I can't make out with a bald chick.
Yeah, no hair, no hair, not even mud hair. Yeah. Next we got the Thetis lake monster.
I'm gonna go move her over to C because I can't.
I'm not familiar with the mud mermaid, but the Thetis lake monster sounds vaguely familiar. One of those vaguely. In France.
Thetis lake monster. Let's see what we got. I'm sorry
We
to write the
got a
word
shad
lake monster.
Yeah, there's so many lake monsters.
Wait, what? Why did it pull up Canadian lizard man? Oh, okay. So the Thetis lake monster, also known as the Canadian lizard man.
I'm putting him in S just because he looks so Chad-like. Like this is a body that I would want.
He's a Canadian lizard man living in Thetis Lake, Canada, wherever that is.
Yeah, it doesn't have like a BOGO name to it. So
He's got like the classic what's the word I'm looking for?
Creature Black Lagoon
Creature
look?
from the it has that kind of
Creature from
feel
Black
to
Lagoon.
it. It's a
Okay,
great.
I'm putting him in S just because he looks like a Chad. So
Same,
you know.
same. That's where he goes.
And then we've got
Oklahoma
Oklahoma octopus. This one sounds vaguely familiar again, but
That does sound familiar. I don't think I have anything on this though.
granted, you could just say that there's an Oklahoma. Are there in Oklahoma that probably have an octopus or two?
Probably, but I have no information on this at all. I've not done.
Yeah, neither do I.
I haven't done any anything there. So
Yeah, freshwater octopus. I love octopi. Octopi are cool, but in terms of cryptids, I mean, a freshwater octopus doesn't seem all that far fetched. I mean,
yeah,
think about it. It's like there's sharks that are freshwater. Like there's the bull shark can travel into freshwater and terrorize people. I would not species of octopus that adapted the same way perhaps the bull shark did. It doesn't, like, octopi are cool, but it's not all that impressive as a cryptid.
it's very boring. This is another African one, the Umguza monster.
Umguza monster. This is unfamiliar to me, so.
Yeah, this is let's see here, Umguza monster from Zimbabwe in the Umguza River, of course.
Zimbabwe.
Let's see here. It was
Almost many
first-
dollars.
It was reported by a butler at the Umgusa Yacht Club.
Okay, I have it on unknown. Wait, isn't Zimbabwe landlocked? Isn't it landlocked? Or is it coastal? I need to, I
don't
myself
know.
in my African
Let me pull
geography,
up a
but-
map. Where is Zimbabwe on the map?
Zimbabwe, I thought Zimbabwe was landlocked, unless I'm thinking of another East African country.
It is landlocked.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was landlocked. So wait, how is there a yacht club in... Okay, this gets more curiouser and curiouser. Like, there's a yacht club in Zimbabwe. How much of it, how many Zimbabwean dollars?
I don't even know. Apparently, they saw a glowing monster on a lake, followed by a number of crabs. The monster crawled out of the water onto the pier. What pier? I guess they're at a lake, so I guess that's where the pier is.
Yeah. Okay. I'm putting this on. I'm putting this up really high. Oh, the Zambezi River. That's right. But I didn't know you could fit yachts. I guess you could fit yachts on a lake.
No wait.
I've never owned a yacht.
It's on the Nguza River. So that's why it's called the Nguza
Okay, so we're talking big river.
So it's in a river. Apparently there's crabs in the river. Good to know.
That is both surprising and not, but yeah. This is interesting. This we got some really interesting Zimbabwean yacht club.
I'm just gonna go ahead.
They were on the lake. I think I put him on S tier. I don't remember where did I put him. I kind of put him in. Actually, I think I'm putting him in S tier just because of the mystery alone and the story alone. Yeah, like the story alone is fascinating. So there's a bunch of crabs. There's a yacht club. There's a bunch of cruise side.
And apparently the monster glows.
The monster glows too. Okay, I should put him in. I've never heard of the monster. Here in the come on, this is cool. This is like what cryptid stories are about. This is the cream of the crop.
This is one of those where nothing makes sense, and it only gets more interesting the longer you read it.
Exactly. Like,
this is good stuff.
You know what? Now I want to know about African river crabs, because that I didn't know that there were. Whenever I think of river crustaceans, I think of crawfish.
Yeah, same.
That just would be my American. That's cool. Next we got El Curo.
Ah, yes, leather.
Yeah, leather.
This is okay. Whoa, demonic being from Chilean and Mapuche folklore.
Okay, you've already sold me on demonic in Chile, so we're talking maybe the Andes mountains, maybe.
Argentina is overwhelmingly a creature.
Argentina.
Yeah, although it's overwhelmingly rooted in Chilean tradition. It is considered a lake monster. The El Coro described as a living sentient hide, usually resembling the flayed skin of a cow. This is a different lake monster.
Okay, this is an entirely different lake monster altogether. Like, this isn't like a big sea serpent or plesiosaurus.
No,
this is something else.
It has many mouths in that flat hide-like body, and tentacle-like eyes. Okay,
I'm putting this in S tier just from the description alone. That is sick. Sick.
It is said to be the physical embodiment
abomination
of final desperate sorrow felt by animals in the moments before their death. Jeez. Okay.
Okay. That I'm sorry. Yeah, you're S tier.
S tier.
That's
all the way up.
We're talking S tier monster as the representative monster here. Probably something from probably a creature from my realms, but yeah, that's cool. Next, we got the bunyip. This is one I'm also familiar with. The bunyip is interesting because it goes back, as far as I know, to the various Aboriginal tribes, or at least one tribe that live near the waters. And what's interesting about the bunyip is this is an area where crocodiles live. They would know what a crocodile is, but a bunyip is something different. As far as I know, it's not quite reptilian. It's more mammalian.
Okay. Interesting.
The bunyip is super interesting because, again, the Aborigines knew what certain they knew what I mean, they had various spirits and stuff that were named after, lizards and snakes. And I need to go back into my bunyip lore, but the bunyips are very, very interesting because they seem to be more mammalian, and they go back all the way to, I think, pre-colonial Australia. But these were real well, I don't know, real, but like this was a creature. And to be fair, there was a time when like the Aborigines lived with, you know, I don't know when certain animals in animals went extinct in Australia, because there was a bunch of, like, the largest monitor lizard, Megalania, was in Australia, and it was I think 2 times bigger than the Komodo dragon. And then you had the marsupial lion, which is the closest thing to an actual drop bear.
Yep.
I'm putting the bunyip in A, because bunyip is a fascinating. Again, this is the Aborigines. Despite being more primitive, they would know what a crocodile is, and this was distinct from a crocodile as far as I know. And then remember, keep in mind, crocodiles in Australia get really big. They get really big. They're salt waters. So.
Oh yeah. Now the next one is the Karuizawa giant lizard.
So this is Japanese. This is
Japanese. The picture is terrible, but the picture
looks like
also
a fish. Yeah.
It's drawn by the mother who saw the creature.
Not the child, not the mother of the child, but oh well.
Listen, man.
You know what? There's some You know what? I was gonna make fun of it, but there's some. I don't know anything about this. It looks more like a fit. Like it doesn't look like a lizard.
Yeah.
Akin to a salmon.
Excuse me. So the well, here's the thing is according to the report, the wealthy family, of course, it's a wealthy family. Were visiting their vacation home in Karuizawa when one night they saw a strange creature. It was a reptile-like creature over 2 meters long, with only 2 legs, covered with fish-like scales all over its body and spines on its back.
Ooh.
All right, the family, mother, daughter, mother, father, son, daughter. So, and out of all of them, only the son didn't see this. They believe the creature to be extraterrestrial in origin, as many UFOs have been seen in the area.
Really?
So,
I bet this one is going to show up in Dan to Dawn.
Probably.
And I hope it shows up with this image. Yeah, you know what? I know the manga is a bit further ahead. Next, we got the devil pig. I feel like I should hand this over to you, because I mean I know hell pigs is a prehistoric one.
I'm pretty sure that's a prehistoric creature, like an actual one.
Yeah. The hell pig, the entelodont, if I remember. The hell pig, pretty scary animals. This one just looks like a very nasty tapir. Not even like the entelodont, the hell pig.
Yeah, it just looks like a really mean tapir.
I'm going ND.
It's from Papua New Guinea.
So wouldn't that be a peccary? That okay, but you've already got. It's not that I don't. I guess I'm trying to be sensitive because I have a pig man here, but listen, there are way cooler boars. There's way cooler demonic-looking pigs, even in prehistory. Like
this one's.
And it looks like a tapir, which it's not even really a pig-ish. I guess it is, but
it's kind of boring. 1, 2. It was originally seen in 1846. By various zoologists who could not capture the creature as it kept busting out of its cage. It was too large and too strong.
Okay, this is sounding okay. You know what? Maybe I might move it further. It's easier, because that's actually kind of terrifying. Unless they were using really bad cages.
The government secretary of British New Guinea gave out various details to hunt the quadruped.
So we're dealing with the quadruped.
People could not find it afterwards. All right, weird.
It's weird. You know, I'll put it up into C tier just from that, but like, there's not really much else to it. Next is the water lion. We got a bunch of big cats after this.
Water lion?
Water lion. I know of the underwater panther.
I don't think I have anything for this one. Here, water lion.
I don't know the water lion. I'm gonna be honest, like some of these, the rest of these are probably big cats, and I don't dislike big cats, but they don't seem as interesting to me as others. Okay, we're dealing with an actual jungle walrus. Okay, you have my attention.
There we go. It's Central Africa creature living in rivers through a lot of Central Africa. Jesus. They're semi-aquatic, hairy animals with large tusks and fangs. They kill but do not eat hippopotamuses because they're as big as them. That's
okay. This just went all the way up to B tier.
Yeah. The most
because anything that can threaten a hippo is like next level.
It kills them and then it plays with the corpse. That's
okay. I'm putting them on D tier because anything that can hippo, because like I put hippo as kind of like the high level of like danger. You know, anything that can like fight one-on-one to it. It already sounds, to be fair, because hippos have big old tusks.
Oh yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
Sounds like we're dealing with a.
It's 12 feet tall. Jesus.
Holy crap! This one I'm not sure I want to be real because hippos are quite terrible.
Hippos are terrifying enough. I do not need this in my life. I don't need this in my life.
He mobs me. Yeah, I don't know. The water lion like can have trouble taking down an adult hippo. This a 12-foot tall. So wait, how big do elephants get? Like, don't they only get like 10 feet tall? All right, next we got Tigre Dantero. Never heard of this.
Dantero. I don't know this one.
See, the big cats to me aren't all that super interesting because there's been big cats there's big cats just about everywhere. You know?
Yeah, I don't have anything on this one.
And I don't have anything on the Pamayawa.
That's
see. This one sounds like if it's a tiger Dantero. I'm guessing that it's probably going to be like a South American, like big cat. Which, given that there's so many big cats in South America, including cougars and not leopards. Leopards are African. They're old world big cats. Jaguars. A tiger like one isn't all that surprising. I don't know about the Pamayawa.
I got nothing on it.
Yeah, next is the water tiger.
That one I don't have anything on either.
It looks just like it just looks like a saber-toothed, tiger that maybe is aquatic, but I mean certain big cats are already kind of aquatic. So, and then we got Entez Yao. This is probably another. This might be Africa, but again, Africa also has quite a few big cats. So, to me, the ones that are going to be really interesting, I'm going to get down to the phantom big cats.
Yeah.
And I don't know about the cat of many colors.
Many colors, yeah.
But like the ones that most interest me when it comes to big cats, because when it comes to big cats that like imagining, big cats in Africa or, South America, there's already plenty. There's no big cats in, there was in Europe for a time, but not in the British Isles where I think most phantom big cats are, and they look different. And honestly, a big cat living in, the bogs of Europe or in like the Scottish Highlands does not surprise me. There's plenty of sheep and cows in that area to sustain a big cat. And plus, we already have, panthers and cougars that live in phantom. I 100% believe that there could be, putting them higher up. What about you?
Wait, for which one? The
phantom cat. The cat of many colors is unknown to me.
Oh, the phantom. Which one was the phantom cat? That's the phantom big cat.
Yeah, those are the ones of big cats being sighted in Europe, and they're.
That's a good C. That's a good C. The cat of many colors is interesting though. That one's.
Oh, tell me, because I don't know this one.
So the cat of many colors is a Tennessee multicolored cat. In Jackson County in 1996. It was described as a large cheetah-shaped feline with golden brown body.
For a second, I thought you said Cheeto.
Not cheetah. Cheetah. With blood red head and paws and a red stripe running down its back. According to
that sounds really cool, though.
The creature was shot by hunters who, fearing imprisonment, skinned the carcass and hid the pelt in a basement. There's a photograph of the cat allegedly taken and later sold to an unknown biology student, though its current whereabouts are unknown. Shoker noted that while the description resemble a jaguar, neither species fits the unique description, suggesting the red hues may have been caused by dried blood.
Oh, this could be a mute. This could be a weird mutant. I'm putting that E tier. I like. That's an interesting story. But they sold it to a biology student, not even a professor. Interesting.
It happens. Okay, and then I think I'm kind of done with cats.
I'm. It's not. I don't. There are some interesting big cats. They're just not as interesting as some of the other things on the. I'm gonna be honest. We're seeing a bunch of I'm seeing
repeat
a bunch
things.
Well, not even just repeats. We're seeing parrots and birds.
All right,
and to be honest,
I think we're pretty much done with this, huh?
It's not that these parrots aren't interesting, but they're not as. I'm just looking to see if there's any other particular interest. A water elephant. Don't elephants already go in the water?
They do. Cactus cat? I think it's cactus cat.
I've heard of cactus cat. But I don't remember. Anything about it. Big bird. Okay, we got to go to one of my fan favorites, and that is the snallygaster.
Where is it?
It's right next to the Cumberland dragon, which I vaguely think I've remembered, and the giant Canadian spider bat, which also next to the Van Meter visitor, which I've never heard of, but it looks like it's a pterosaur that can fire lasers from its head, which is cool. Oh my gosh, oh, sorry, but it looks like we're also getting into fearsome critters because we got the squonk, we got the cactus cat, the hoogag, the hodag, the hide behind, the dingbat, the jackalope, the wolper tiger. Huh.
There's not like that.
And the most. Yeah. Oh, we got. You know what? Furbrang trout. I'm putting in the lowest tier. Furbrang trout is the most boring cryptid. I'm sorry. There's no. Like, I don't even think the jackalope is all that interesting.
Oh, I found your shark octopus thing in this list.
Oh, what's it called? What is it called?
It's called the Luska.
The Luska, yes, it is the Luska. The Luska is really the Luska was. What's interesting is that I wonder if it's like a thing where, it's called an octopus shark, but it doesn't look like both. Like, because a bull shark is named a bull shark. I'm wondering if this is sort of a similar thing where it's a type of shark that sort of acts like an octopus, maybe, and rather than like, the Luska is really interesting because as far as I know, it's in the Bahamas and it comes from blue. And blue holes are basically just big, deep sinkholes with multiple caverns that are sort of inland, but I think can also lead into the ocean. Luska's really high. I'm putting Luska in S tier. Oops, I almost thought we lost it. But the snallygaster, I'm trying to remember the lore of the snallygaster in my head. So the snallygaster is interesting because it's a sort of dragon, but it's got a singular eye and it's got a beak like an eagle, and then it has a bunch of squid tentacles coming out. It is such a cool creature, and I think Theodore Roosevelt was tasked with hunting one at one point.
I believe he was.
So snallygaster's going to S tier because it is like peak cryptid, and
if I remember correctly, he actually hunted it for multiple months while being president. And
little Theodore Roosevelt.
Eventually, it collapsed of fatigue. It collapsed of fatigue in the sky, crashed into someone's moonshine operation.
I hoped it exploded.
I don't know if it exploded. I believe it caught fire, but I remember this. I had to do a whole thing on it. I think it's not Virginia. It might be Maryland or maybe what the heck is South.
Also, if you go to the bottom of this list, sorry to cut you off, but there's something called whatever this thing is.
What do you mean? Whatever. I can't see.
Go all the way down to the tier list near the save or download. You'll find something called the Argentina gnome. The Argentina gnome. I found Dissin, guys. It's the Argentina gnome. I found Dissin. Dissin is the Argentina gnome. I know he's real. I know he's real.
There he is.
I know he's real.
Right there.
There he is, the Argentina gnome. But then next to that, we got whatever this thing is. That should be a VTuber. That should be a VTuber.
I think that's, is that better or worse than the Apollo? Is that 6 or 8 space squid?
Ooh, the space squid. I don't know. I know about the atmospheric beast. The passenger pigeon is a. I thought I guess it's if they're still alive. You've been gnomed. Also, let's take a look because there's some seals in here, and I know Sweary's a big seal person. We've got we have mermaids. Panama creature. Never heard of the Panama creature. We're getting close to we're close to getting done, but I guess we're looking at a bunch of notable mentions because some of these, I guess, are sort of cryptids in the sense that they're less folklore legendary and more like extinct creatures.
Yeah, like the Caspian tiger.
Like the Caspian tiger or all these parrots, which look cool, but like aren't really what interests me. I mean, a bioluminescent spider or a flashlight frog or a glow, that's. I mean, they glow. That's interesting. They probably work for the feds, but not really, my thing. But we got the stellar sea ape. We got the long neck seal. Okay, what do you know of the long necked seal? Because I don't know anything.
I don't know anything about the long neck seal.
I don't know anything about it, but
Chat?
It doesn't sound that far-fetched.
Chat, you know anything?
We got Crabzilla. Tree octopus sounds kind of fun. Drop bear, probably Australia's greatest joke. Absolutely nothing, but most seals have long. They do have long necks. True, because they can stretch them out. They have a weird thing. They can be compressed. We got the pygmy plesiosaur. We've got a long neck. The sea monk is interesting. The sea monk is a very interesting creature. Leopard seals are actually kind of terrifying. Learning about them, they're actually kind of scary. Let's see. What else here is of note? Gambo, strong sea monster. I think some of these are like confirmed globulus. The black demon. I think there was a movie about that. Isn't that like a Mexican, like the Mexican equivalent of a megalodon?
Let me check really fast.
The ivory-billed woodpecker is basically a cryptid with how many bird watchers keep coming to see one, but it always being a fluke. They've been extinct since the 1910s. Interesting. Well, you never know. You never know. We've got Antarctic Godzilla. Antarctic Godzilla.
Yeah.
So sorry, you go ahead about the black demon, then I'll go on and Godzilla.
California.
Oh.
No, Mexico. Both? Mexico and California? Whatever.
Okay.
It's a fish, man. It swims.
Yeah, okay. I thought it would be a cool, like, because I thought there was a movie, Black Demon, with a megalodon that was released on an oil rig and surrounded by oil.
It's all black, shark pigmentation, colossal scale.
Okay, that sounds cool.
60 feet. Jesus.
Okay, that's actually kind of terrifying. That's actually cooler than a regular megalodon.
Yeah, it's
shark 50 feet long.
Territory
That's
is
pretty
deep
high.
waters off of Mexico's Baja California Peninsula. So.
Blasted. Blasted.
Yes.
Blasted.
Listen, man, you miss all the Bajas you don't blast,
Yeah, and next we have Antarctic Godzilla. I'm sorry, Antarctic Godzilla. I don't. Whether or not this one is real, it's going in S tier because it's Godzilla. I gotta pay rep to Antarctic Godzilla is top of S tier. I'm sorry.
I think I am done with the tier list because it is.
Yeah. Quite late, and we've.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this was awesome. I mean, I might look into some later on. I mean, there's been some. We've had some duds. We've had some duds, but we've also had some really interesting ones. Ones I always love. Even though I fancy myself someone who is knowledgeable about these things, I always love learning about stuff, even on stream, where I might make at risk of looking like a fool. But it's okay to be a fool sometimes.
Like I said, I do these things. I do these things on my in my free time for 10 years. I've been going around just talking about cryptids, and I always love going to a new area and learning about their cryptids and what have you in the area. It's always fun.
Yeah, it is. You learn more about the place.
Especially like you end up in like middle of nowhere kind of places. You're like, oh
yeah, always it's most fun places too. Also, I guess we. Oh, go ahead.
Always salt the earth style people. So.
Exactly. I guess if we want to leave it off, we can talk about pointing that is.
I'm sorry, I get cut off from me there.
The bloop. It turned out to just be an iceberg.
Oh yeah, that was.
At least that's the official story. That's the official story. But I mean, if you actually listen close, you can hear the cracking. So it's a bummer. But
yep. Now, let me see if I can find.
Why is giant sharks on here? That giant sharks already exist. A giant goblin shark is a thing. The cryptid iceberg. I mean, I think there's probably plenty of cryptid icebergs out there. Maybe an iceberg cryptid even.
Let's see here. There is. You watched the Y-Files, right?
Yes, I've watched the Y-Files. I also watched Bob Gimlin.
Okay.
Also really good. There's that one guy I told you about who Bigfoot footage, and Bigfoot pictures, and talks about them, puts them through Photoshop, and seeing like if there's any edits. I think he's a smaller channel too, but he's really fun. I haven't watched it in a while.
That's where I love watching one of those whenever a new one comes out. Then, so it's always kind of fun. There's maybe
I'll do a react video on some of them. It'll be fun.
Absolutely, like that's part of what I'm going to be doing when I reincarnate, and we're going to be going.
Well, I'll be sure to join, and my demongrels as well.
It'll be fun. I have no clue.
It'll be fun.
I have no clue when everything will be ready, because
well, I will wait in anticipation. So
yeah, I've never had to live in 2 time zones at the same time, but now I am. It's killing me.
Oh, right. Well, yep. I appreciate it, and I will let you go, Don, and we'll call it here. But
yeah, we will.
Thank you so much.
Listen. Do me one favor. Before I graduate, before I get too busy and everything, you need to call me so we can set up your alerts for your stream.
I know. We'll do that. I really need to do that, and I really need to get an actual chat overlay. Like actual custom one and stuff.
You don't even have the custom one really. If there's a few free ones you can customize on your own if you know a hex code.
I'll consider it.
So you don't
have to
even work that hard.
All right. Well, you know what? Fair enough. But yes, is there anything else you'd like to say before we call it? Or
nope. Once again, I'm graduating on May 26th. Let me double check myself.
I'll be sure to get there. I'll be sure to stop by. Make sure.
May 26th. We'll be doing a court case for me, and there'll be some karaoke. There'll be some clip farming. There'll be some RPing. At the end of it all, will be clues as to where I'm going, because much like Niana, I like being not subtle in where I'm going next.
Well, we'll have that to look forward to, but until next time, my demongrels. First off, make sure you go to that stream.
Yep. And
but until next time,
if you can subscribe to the Monstrous, and if I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
All right. Until next time, my demongrels.
But every super chat, every raid that came through felt like Sunday dinner when the whole crew's watching you.
No problem.
So the stream is over. Yeah, the stream is over. Turn the lights down low. Let the credits roll.